Welcome to the 100th episode of the KBMOD podcast with returning host Alex.
Hi.
Oh my God, your boy is here!
Legend.
Your boy is here! Oh my goodness.
Oh, look at the chat.
Oh my
explode.
goodness.
Oh my god.
The crowd goes wild.
I'm so fucking excited right now. Alex. Oh my. Alex.
Oh, we're being destroyed.
I just
Look
have
at
so
that
many
spam.
questions, and I want to hold you, and I want to kiss you. God damn it.
Bring it all on. All of that. Bring it to me.
Oh, man. I'm so excited. Yes,
How's
guys,
Canada?
Canada still exists.
Wow.
That's
In
a
case you were
positive.
wondering.
Damn
we
it,
are
another year
we're
we messed
holding
up.
on strong.
I was just about to ask. I'm glad that you addressed that right away.
I wasn't sure after the Maple Leafs made the playoffs if that was the end of the world or not.
No, it's cool. We righted all the wrongs. We were like, whoa, game 7, we're winning. Can we do this? Is this allowed? Will Canada be here? So we're like, no, let's not risk it. So we lost.
Since your hiatus, like we're just out of touch with our Canadian side since like we don't know anybody else really. So it's like
That's true.
I am
Like us
half
only-
Canadian. All right,
Is
keep
Half-Life 3
forgetting.
confirmed now? Is this true?
Yes.
it is.
Yeah.
yeah.
You got it.
That
Okay,
is the
Yeah,
news.
this is episode 100. That's 3 digits. Half-Life 3 confirmed.
Makes sense. All right,
That-
are we gonna get people to tweet this thing, or should we?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
Tweet
already-
is
I
going
already
up
Facebooked.
in a second. What I want to happen is I want people refreshing Twitter every second. I'm going to tell you when this tweet goes out, and I swear I want to see if I don't see 100 retweets within like 15 seconds, we're just going
We're
offline.
canceling the cast.
Brandon's changed, man.
Yeah, dude, you've missed this.
So
You've
mad.
missed his retweet tyranny every time we stream the podcast.
Sanity.
We do not start until we have the number of viewers. That's how many retweets we have on the tweet. So
And if we
Brandon
don't
is
get
actually
that-
just slowly working up until he's actually holding somebody's family member hostage for retweets.
Yep.
It's going to happen. soon.
Sitting
Luckily,
on
it
that
hasn't
chair.
escalated to that point yet.
Not yet.
Yeah, they'll be in the second chair.
He's gonna fuck one of your family members on the chair in the mirror. In front of the mirror if you don't.
Oh my god.
That's where we're going.
I'm just saying, it's not that hard to tie rope around a chair.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
The chair.
I told you.
do you specifically tie it around that computer chair that's in front of the mirror, or?
Do you see another chair?
Oh.
Brandon, is that your vanity mirror?
Oh, the story
He's
is
Alex,
Alex,
we have so many-
immediately picking up on it.
We have so many jokes for Alex to catch up on. We'll
That's
have
his chatterbait mirror.
to- Yeah.
Okay.
We've been guessing for a very long time what that mirror and that chair in the same
As far
spot
as we've gotten is that he usually just jerks off in front of the mirror.
at every angle. Oh, man.
All right, are we ready for this tweet? I'm
Hold-
serious. This
yeah,
tweet better
real quick, I
explode.
was just doing some research, and the last podcast Alex was on was episode 52.
Holy shit, we almost
So
50.
48 episodes since he was on, and more weeks than that because we skip a week around Christmas. So
True.
there you go.
It's good to have him
But
back.
yeah.
I was in prison. It was hard.
Well, actually, have you seen the comic that we had up while you introduced the show?
I did it, and it's mildly terrifying.
I think the best part is murdering Garrettson in cold blood
Yep.
for no reason. Blacklight
Blacklight
attack.
Just
But it was so
right
artsy
in the
because you
back.
didn't show it. It was just all implied. The
It was-
imagination.
yeah, it was very-
yeah.
That could definitely come back as a twist. Like, I wasn't even the one that killed him, and, like, I was set up or something.
Like
Like,
he had his HRV on the whole time, and he knew. And
He couldn't stop it.
He still has gaming references in him. Well done.
He did play Infinite, if I recall.
I
So-
did, and I just beat Last Light,
God,
which is
Last
not
Light
actually
was
Metro.
good.
I just found my
Oh my
Last
god,
Light.
Alex and I haven't gotten to talk about Infinite yet. Alex, Alex, I'm a changed man. I love Ken Levine now. This is no joke. Infinite changed my life, Alex. I'm fucking totally in now, and I want to apologize.
All right,
on
so
air.
I'm gonna stay away for another 52 weeks, and you'll love something else about me.
I see all the wrong I did and all the persecution I gave to you. I could not shut up about Bioshock Infinite for like 2 months. I was fucking incessant. So
It was actually the first Bioshock game I've ever completed, so I too.
I still
was-
can't believe you never
You're
did the first
all
one.
sinners.
I know we are.
my
The
life.
first one's so much better.
Okay.
Says the guy who
Alright,
hasn't
alright.
finished it. All right, anyway.
All right, everyone.
View each of them
everyone
as a
get your-
unique piece of art. Okay,
Get your
Hex.
Twitter F5s ready.
Here we go, guys. A lot of tweets.
That tweet is now out there. If you
Go,
hit
go,
F5 right
go.
now on the Twitter website,
Oh god,
you'll
oh
see
god,
it.
my feed.
Hurry,
Oh god.
hurry, hurry. Oh, it's blowing up.
Oh, my feed.
Fresh.
Me feeds. All the feeds.
Not
Twitter's
enough.
going
that
down.
was
Not
quick.
enough. Keep going. Not
101
there are
in
more
10
people
seconds.
that
109?
use
Are you guys
F5.
serious? Come on. 109 instantly. Holy fuck.
Jesus.
161?
Everyone hates
Yeah,
us now.
161.
Everyone hates us.
Oh,
That's
God.
the Twitter
192. We can do it.
Twitter
Come on.
destruction. Good
Wow.
Lord.
And then Twitter went down.
100.
Then Nick Fenton would retweet this tweet.
I love it every time. Every time he links to the tweet itself. It's such a good dude.
And that's getting retweeted as well.
Well, I'm actually
Lord,
pretty
I
sure.
refuse to retweet.
As awesome as this is, I think this is like how many retweets Jordan gets every time he tweets literally anything. So I think
listen,
Twitter's used to this.
I offered to shave his balls the other day. And,
Did he say no?
well,
he didn't say no. He did not say
He
no,
did-
and
he
he did
never
not say I
answered.
couldn't watch.
But his fans, man, they think I'm a sick person. So
Dude, do you know
I'm
how many
sure.
people I've
right.
gotten that A have
they
said,
are correct.
how dare you say Jordan should have shaved his balls, and B, you're fucking gross, and then C, how many people favorited the tweet, your balls are gonna itch for a week? Like, that's fucking creepy, man.
Yep.
Well, here's the thing you don't realize is that he probably has people earnestly offering to shave his balls on
Oh,
a
totally.
fairly regular
Ernest
basis.
Lee?
Ernest Lee's
Oh,
gonna shave
breaking-
Jordan's balls?
Ernest
news.
Lee?
Breaking
Ernest
news.
Lee
Reveal.
strives for balls to shave.
Oh,
Wow.
Alright, how
you
we
learned
doing?
something.
oh my God. Oh, we're doing great. I think.
Oh, man.
I can't. You know what? I'm just gonna
241.
steal your thunder real quick, Scott.
Go for it.
I can't believe we're on episode 100.
Yeah.
Someone right now just
Either.
favorited your balls are gonna itch for a week.
There you go. I seriously though, like
Confirmed.
at some point you would have figured we were like,
We would just be like, fuck it. We'd be like,
do this
fuck it. No, I mean, it is crazy that we've gotten to 100. Well, yeah, I'm going to save mine, but Dan, continue with yours. I'll save my my thunder for when we...
well, I
That's
miss,
cool. Interrupt him and then save you.
Sorry.
That's great.
Oh, Alex is back. I suddenly want him off the cast. Alex is the only person that would consistently call me out and keep me in check. Sorry,
Hey,
go ahead,
Alex.
I
You're my
would've
relief
figured-
pitcher now.
Oh God, Nick Fenton. Look at
Sorry.
that devious.
He's still holding a grudge there, bro.
You know what? Okay, okay.
Dan. He's still mad 48 episodes later.
Hey, this was more than 48. This has to be like 70.
This is your childhood trauma, man. This is why you
Okay.
don't like horses and shit.
You're my stepdad in this situation. You're my podcast stepdad. So
Yeah, we have a question for the chat. Does You Ain't Grizz Baby come back now that we've hit 100? No.
One can only hope.
Let's see. I'll call up Gold Glove and see if we
back
can
the first time when Scott
Hutch,
replaced
Hutch is way too happy for
Yeah.
that shit.
No,
Yeah, it
Hutch,
wouldn't be
Hutch was
anything.
not on You Ain't Grizz Baby anymore. Scott took his place.
Oh, that's
Okay.
right.
Oh, wow.
That's
well.
Said.
If you guys want to make
I
this
have-
podcast any bigger, we could just add them all in. Look at the size of this thing.
I know. Well, we've had
like-
bigger. We've had bigger, you know? We've had
Our
big-
retweet momentum is slowing
we've
down,
had
and we have
big.
we have 600 people in here, yet we only have 244 retweets. Like I know that I'm gonna build like a browser add-on to
Like that?
determine to link people's Twitter accounts to their Twitch accounts, and I'm gonna do this manually. This is just gonna be a manual
Brandon's
effort.
building an
It's a
NSA
passion
add-on.
And anyone who chats and has not retweeted whatever tweet I specify will just be timed out, or maybe just banned. I don't know.
Just
Real-
straight up banned.
Real quick.
IP banned since we have access to that.
Big
Sure, why
thanks
not?
to 007 Plasma for making me new graphics for this, like, today. Because I forgot to ask him.
Nice.
So, and they look
Let's
pretty
check out.
swaggy. I'm pretty down
They
with
do.
it.
Looks very special.
Let
Very
me,
clean.
I'm gonna play something for the listeners real quick. If the call can be quiet for like 30 seconds.
Yep.
So I'm gonna play you guys a very old episode of the KBMOD podcast real quick, just the beginning. So here goes.
You have just entered the KBMOD podcast. Keyboard.
Dan was
plus
never
mouse
heard of
or
again.
die.
That's great.
I'm playing episode 1 for them, the intro.
Hey everyone, how you doing? Welcome to the first episode of the KBMOD podcast. I want to thank everyone that's tuning in right now. I'm actually really excited.
I'm actually really excited. Scott said it then, he still says it now, so there you go. Alright, I'm done with my clip.
Do you know how long I spent in Audacity to put that little intro together and those transitions?
A long
God,
time.
those were the days. Those were the days.
I remember you first playing me those sounds, and it was just like...
Didn't you actually have to blow GLaDOS to get that?
I did. To get her voice, I had to blow her.
I also remember the what was it? It was like it's time for Twitter. No, it wasn't Twitter questions. It was some other segment where it was just Scott's voice, but like 1,000 octaves lower than it normally would be, and it sounded like a demon.
Yeah. Now time for the Twitter questions or something like that. Yeah, there was a couple.
Nick's tweet has almost half the retweets of our regular tweets.
Nick's getting pretty famous. So.
Yeah,
those are probably a lot of the same people who are just devoted good people.
Well, right.
Well,
I think
to be
I
fair,
think-
I'm almost half of this podcast, so
That's true.
I was going to say, I'm somewhat disappointed that apparently around half of the people that follow us also follow Nick on Twitter. That's the depressing part.
Oh, man!
Oh, shit.
I told you, Alex, he's hostile now. He's hostile.
Shaboy.
California
Brandon doesn't fuck around
changes a
anymore.
man.
Brandon's fucking tough as nails now.
So we started with just 3 of us. Because we weren't sure that John wanted to do another podcast. That was
Started
like
at the bottom.
That was like our methodology behind not having John on.
We were
Like,
too nervous to ask.
Yeah, I don't want to ask John. I think he don't podcast it out. I want to ask him. That's pretty much how it went. And then we added John. And then we added Brandon, I think, was next.
Is that the order? Yeah.
And then Nick Fenton and Nuketown Noob were a duo guest appearance.
episode 12, the debut.
And then Scott's like, this guy's real funny. We got to keep him on. And we kept Nick Fenton and threw Mike to the curb.
Guess
maybe-
That is not how it went
I
down.
think what I did right in this situation is I didn't mention Need for Speed in my guest spot. That's probably what I did right.
So your tactic to get on the show was be less worse than the other guest hosts.
That was Mike Pollack.
And the stipulation was that it had to be with Mike Pollack, so I was gonna shine really fucking bright that episode.
Fuck. Mike Pollack is my brother, so
Yes.
that's all I have to say about that.
He's so
But yeah, then we added Nick, and who else? Fuck. And then we had...
And then eventually Hex, and then...
Yeah, how'd that happen? How'd you guys let that happen?
Yeah, what a mistake.
I don't
No one remembers.
You let that happen.
I don't think
shut
any of
up
us were
like
there
that.
that week, and Hex got the login info for the channel, and or uploaded it to the YouTube channel. So I don't
Look,
know.
I have
I
some
don't-
really bad pictures of Nick and Scott together that I'm not allowed to reveal, and I'm blackmailing them.
I don't think anyone in this call will admit to being the one that dragged Hex in. And
Nope, blame Bob. Blame Bob.
Yeah, it's definitely Bob.
And then Blacklight was involved in other ways for getting on the cast, but he guessed
True.
it a few times.
He wrote a Skyrim article that convinced everybody that he should be a part of KBMOD. I think
Yeah.
that's pretty much what did it.
Yeah, what a mistake.
I paid an Asian kid to write that for me.
Back when you were inaugurated into KBMOD via Ventrilo voice chat,
Oh
Yes.
you were
Yeah, I
pulled
remember.
into the channel,
The
and then you were
exact
knighted.
words,
Politics.
the exact
Politics.
words were, I think we can all unanimously agree that we like the cut of this guy's jib.
Yeah,
I
it
remember
probably
that. I
was.
do
From
remember
Dan
that.
Johnson.
Yeah, it probably was.
And then Bob
that.
got kicked.
Yeah.
Yep. And we were like,
Yep.
see you, Bob.
Yep.
Don't worry, I'll be in hell soon, Dankmaster.
Master.
There's still sunlight.
So I want to. Are we live? This is like official, or should I intro?
Yeah,
Or
but
is
you
this
can
gonna-
intro. You can intro, and then
We're
we can
good,
go
though.
I
into...
feel like we've kind of already started. This is
kinda
this is
started.
like
Yeah, we can
me
just
just-
go. Yeah.
We're not
just
doing
go.
any news
This-
tonight.
I
just
don't
so
have
everyone
any
knows.
news. Yeah,
We're just reminiscing.
We're
and
just
chatting.
bantering.
it was a shitty
Yeah.
week anyway for
Well,
news. So
if you just started listening, this is episode 100 of the KB Mod podcast.
this is also a poor episode to start listening to.
Yeah.
because
You should listen from one to now.
Yeah, not all
guys.
the shows are just circle jerks.
yeah,
Let's just reference older
well, I
episodes.
wouldn't go that far.
The
Kill
entire
Nick
time.
Fenton.
Kill Nick
Okay,
Fenton.
please stop.
Yay.
Old memes.
You
I'm
asked
back.
for it.
But yeah, we should real quick go down the roster, even though because people have been hearing voices. But we have right now from left to right. I'm just going down, and not in any order in particular. We've got Dan.
You just said
Infinite
left to right.
Sad.
That is a particular order.
Oh, you know what? All right. I'm just nervous, okay? There's a lot of people here. Dan, we've got Infinite Sad, we've got Hexidecimal, we've got Brandon, Volition. We've got Blacklightattack. We've got, of course, Alex, a.k.a. Smashtoblack, joining us again from being away for 48 episodes up in Canada doing God knows what in the woods. Thank God he's back. We've got, obviously, me. We've got Nick Fenton. We've got John's Fat Cock, a.k.a. Sinwin, a.k.a. essindees, a.k.a. John. And, of course, Cheddar
PP
Chaz.
Bum Bum Dude.
We found Ches.
We found, Ches is here, staying at John's place, so...
Now I live at John's house permanently.
That's it. So that's the roster.
Oh,
so those are the voices you're hearing.
Ches is gonna room with Chloe.
Me and Chloe are buds. We're good buds.
We got to see her with shitty shit all over her butt hair today, so
We did.
they're pretty.
You guys are
Very
pretty.
pristine white fur destroyed by the Bum Bum.
You know, I've almost the whole Podbean experience with this website or with this podcast. I've almost blocked it out of my mind, but I just thought when we were going and reminiscing, I haven't thought about Podbean and that cancerous sore that it caused me for a long fucking time. But God, can we talk about that for a little bit?
Wait, you had
Fucking
cancer?
Podbean. Well, from Podbean.
That sucks.
Do you block a lot of traumatic memories out of your mind?
I do.
Don't we all?
And we have Bob Post joining us.
One of the
Blocking things out of our mind.
Wild Bob Post.
One of the founders of
One of
KB.
the founders.
Cancel
Bob
the
uses
stream.
absenteeism. It's super effective.
Man, this is a...
The absentee father of KBMOD.
The absentee father. Yeah. Deadbeat dad. I'm emo dad and he's deadbeat dad.
Yeah, we can hear you.
It's weird now, though, but I can't remember. Like, it feels weird that we used to do this podcast not live, but because we've been doing it live for so long. What episode did we start doing it live? Do you remember, Dan? 50. Okay.
Yeah.
50.
Oh,
Yep.
so about half. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, we
Exactly.
my
half.
Podbean experience
So
was worse
about
than this
half?
though.
Oh yeah, John.
Yeah.
Tell us your Podbean troubles.
So about
I paid for the hosting for You Ain't Grizz Baby, and randomly they decided they're going to charge me the annual fee, which is like $100 every month for like 4 months,
I remember.
and wouldn't allow me to cancel it.
Podbean.
So it was like $400 for 6 podcasts I had to pay, and they never really took care of it.
If you take one thing away from episode 100, there's just one thing I want to make clear. Never, ever, 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 ever use Podbean.
Yeah,
Never.
if you're doing
Ever.
a podcast and you want to get to episode 100, don't use Podbean.
Don't use Podbean.
Or maybe
And-
do use Podbean and it'll make you stronger in the end.
And to celebrate episode 100, we are announcing our official partnership through Podbean.
Now sponsored by Podbean.
I think Scott and I wanted to kill each other.
Oh,
every
dude.
week.
Remember? We'd be like, what? You'd be like, what the fuck? I'd be like, Bob, I don't
thought
know.
you did
Podbean's
it. No,
down.
you did it.
Yeah.
Podbean's like growing up poor, though. It gives you drive.
Yeah.
We're all
I
We're
am
all-
the person I am because of Podbean. That's
That's right, yeah.
why I've formed this unique person. God.
Oh,
Fucking I remember the Podbean CEO and his tweets. Out of
Yep.
control.
whoever made that.
Man, I wonder if
Twitter,
he's still on
RIP.
Twitter. I'm gonna look him up. Podbean
Mr.
CEO.
Podbean.
You should drag
Yeah.
him into the cast right now.
Yeah.
That's what you should do.
Yeah, just invite him.
He's making it rain on some strippers right now with John's subscription money.
Yes, Podbean at Podbean CEO. He's still on Twitter.
Yes.
Is it really?
Let's look at his tweets.
He only has a few. Whoever made
There
that
it is.
account only has a few.
Oh man, he has 3 tweets. All directed at me and asking if I'm talking shit about him and his company. And this was when we had a particular bad blow up and I was really pissed. And I get this tweet on my feed from whoever made this Podbean CEO account, and it says, maybe next time you'll think twice before you drop our services. And then it says Podbean is greater than KBMOD. Fucking David Zoo, man.
Real quick message from our mods. All links will be timed out, so just don't.
Yes.
'Cause
Also,
they don't
raise
have
your
time to check
dongers. Timeout.
Yeah, that's a
Timeout
timeout
show.
as well. That is a timeout.
Raise Your Dongers DJ stream was
None
a
of you
wild
even-
success.
None of us here even fucking play League.
So
Doesn't make sense. That
It's
should never.
spread across Twitch TV.
It
so-
should never have escaped the League.
by the way, props to Twitch TV for fixing their shit this afternoon. I was very nervous when I saw
really?
everything
Servers
went
are
down
down?
for a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, you're welcome. I take care of that stuff personally.
I feel like Brandon just went out and like fucked 14 people, and he's come back with the confidence I've never seen. He literally just took his pants down, walked down the street, and was like, "If it's an object, I'm gonna fuck it." And then he came directly in and sat in the chair.
Does it
Scott,
have an
does that sound like
orifice?
something that would give you confidence?
I mean, it might give you
Or an
herpes. I don't know if
STI,
it would
yeah.
give you
He carried that mirror with him the entire time.
I'm assuming it was all like consensual, but
What do you think I do before other podcasts?
I imagine Brandon with that portable mirror doing the Christian Bale in American Psycho, but anywhere he wants to.
Hey, he came to fudge witches, guys. Just remember that.
Brandon
did. But
Sure
Scott,
did.
let's go ahead and do the normal. What have you been doing this
the normal
week?
rundown.
Extended
All right, so
edition.
This is gonna take so long.
And I just want to say right now, I don't care what anyone's been playing, but we'll do it real quick. We'll do it real fast, and we can also it'll just be witty.
One word. You guys get to say one game. No speaking about it.
One
you
game?
just say the game
Okay.
that you've been playing.
That's a good idea. Good idea. Okay, so we're gonna start with Hex. Hex, one word, one game. What have you been playing?
Sonic.
Very good.
Of all
Brandon.
the things to. All right.
Rolling around at this speed.
Is it me?
Yeah, you.
Is your name Brandon?
You already wasted your words.
Oh God.
You used one word. You've been playing with yourself. All right.
Well, joke's on you because the answer is life. I haven't played a single game this week.
Oh my God. All right. That's
Life
actually-
is a game. That's a classic game.
Did you
been winning
opt to go to
for
college, or did you just take like the entry level shit job?
I'm not going to share my strategies with you.
You know how far I came to get this fucking mirror.
He plays to win.
Oh my God.
Brandon
didn't get
waits
to where
the
he
little
is.
spinner thing on the life board. He waits it so he gets the highest number every time. So
What
you
a
know.
dick.
All right, what about you, Bob? What have you been playing?
Assassin's Creed 3.
That's
One
three
word,
words.
Bob.
Yeah.
Assassins.
I'm not going to be able to do mine in one word.
You have to pick the best word out of the title.
Frustration.
Yeah, that's.
What about you, John?
CS:GO.
CS:GO. Okay.
It's an acronym.
Wait,
It's
yeah.
an acronym. I'll allow it.
What about you, Chaz? You probably, this might be tough for you.
Outrun.
Motorcycle.
Road Rash.
It was Arma.
Chaz played Arma at my house like for an hour, just an hour
I
ago.
just died the whole time. It was great. I really missed gaming, and now I'm never going to game ever again.
Wow. That's dark. Oh, okay. I've been playing
DJ.
League.
No.
Did you
I
play
fell-
League?
I fell back.
I like that even you're ashamed at this point. Like, oh, it hurts. Just like,
When did you play this?
I only played for what was it? I think it was Friday night. I played for a couple hours, but that was it. I just dipped my dick back in. And I'm pulling it back out. So
Don't
You're like
do
a
that.
junkie that woke up in the
first
gutter,
step is
like,
admitting
oh,
you-
I just one hit of heroin, man. It's all it was. It's fine. I'm just going back.
You're not
to
the same
sleep.
person when you play League. You're very like, you're very pale. and, like,
Distant.
yeah, you have a 1,000-yard stare. Like
I can't talk about it.
Do you want jungle or
sometimes
do I
you
rain,
seize and you don't even remember it.
Hey, John, please don't feed.
Nick, what have you been playing?
Smite. Yes, I've been
Oh.
playing other games, but that's my word.
Way
I
too
guess.
many words. Blacklight.
Rogue.
I knew it. I knew it.
Rogue Legacy.
Yeah.
Just be like,
Okay.
Since I wasn't allowed to use 2 words, someone else had to do it for me.
No, everyone else is allowed to use more words except Nick. I feel like at this point. What
I've
about
been
you?
describing. I just described his.
I know. All right. What about you, Alex? This is gonna be interesting.
Metro.
there you go.
Metro.
Solid game.
Metro.
Solid game.
Metro Last Light.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
And
How
what
can
about
we
you?
be sure. He just said Metro. We need to investigate what
All
that
right.
could mean. We don't know if that's a game.
That could be his.
Could be a
when he gets
lifestyle
to-
choice.
Yeah,
to
it could
work.
be a lifestyle choice. You never know.
Check out
Judging
the
by
chat.
that Skype picture, I mean, I'm gonna go with that one.
Wow. Okay.
Good name,
Dan,
Metro. Nice.
Dan, what have you been playing?
Cube.
World.
World.
See how quick that is? Like we just powered through that. It's a good call, John. Just one word, and okay. But now, no, we can actually.
Now
we can
no one
actually-
knows anything about what we thought of the games or if we had fun or anything.
Well, now that that's over, we can talk about
Let-
some of the fun
Let
experiences
me
we had this week.
let me bring.
So you're gonna go
Alex-
back through the rotation now?
No. I'm
Start
gonna,
over.
I didn't have any fun experiences.
If-
so you can
Okay,
just
this
skip
time
it.
you can say 2 words and it's backwards. And this time you tell us about the game.
All right, this time you can say 3, but you have to do it in Pig Latin. Just Pig Latin only.
Yeah,
Alex,
Dog A.
how have you been enjoying Last Light? I finished that game. It's quite good.
Well, it's definitely the best sequel to a post-apocalyptic Russian metro game.
That's in a class of its own, then.
It really it rises above all those other games that involve all those specifics.
So basically, Stalker, and it, and that's all we got.
You're a nerd. I didn't even know those existed, Dan.
I've triumphed. I liked it. I liked it a lot.
Okay.
But
Dan loved it.
It feels
Dan
like it's
loved it.
I did love it.
He's being modest because you're kind of shitting on it, but Dan literally had a boner for it.
Yeah, I think it was almost as good as Infinite. But
what?
Yeah, mainly because Infinite's combat was so shit that I
wasn't
enjoyed
You
it.
think
was
that
just
shit?
very
You should play
basic.
the other Bioshocks. Infinite was a huge step up.
Once you have Bioshock 2 combat, you really just can't go anywhere.
Was that the best one?
You actually just stay in your house all day, Nick. You can't go.
Yeah, it actually just
You're literally not allowed to go anywhere after that.
I'd say Bioshock.
Well, yeah. Speaking of Bioshock Infinite, Alex, what was your reaction after you finished the game? Like moments after the credits started rolling, and did you stay till the end of the credits? Question mark.
You want to watch a Marvel movie with me? Like, what kind of question is that?
No. What did you? I want to know what were your thoughts
Jackson in that one?
in the final moments of Bioshock Infinite?
I thought it was awesome. I thought it was like a genius step forward in video game making, and yeah, I get the Scott, you're being weird. Stop. I'm trying to
Oh,
talk.
sorry.
I get the combat things. It was really violent, but
Yeah.
I think I think that was the world, so it's not like, oh, it should have been less violent. That wasn't what they made. It was a cool game. I liked it.
Good. Okay. Wow. That's good. I figured you would. Like it. And actually, did you talk to someone? I feel like you were on Skype, and they told me that you already said that you dug it, and I missed that whole conversation. Or is this the first time?
Nick texted me.
I texted him a couple times. Yeah.
Oh, maybe that's why. Okay. Yeah. I fucking was having religious experiences. I fucking ejaculated, shat, and peed.
What the hell kind of church did you go to when you were a kid?
Let me just say that I learned all those moves from the priests, but yeah, it was great. I enjoyed it a lot. Fucking, we've got naysayers over here like Hexidecimal though, who's like, yeah, man, it was.
He didn't finish.
I didn't finish the game, but I did
What?
the launch
Oh,
party.
then shut the fuck up! No.
Dude, I did the launch party for it on the KBMOD
opinions.
channel, and some
No
fuck
opinions.
shit in the chat ruined the ending for me immediately, and I have no motivation.
Real quick, can we go back to Scott's impression of Hex because it was really good.
What was I doing? I don't even remember.
Like, it was bad.
Oh, it's just so bad. I hated it.
Sounded
This
just
is
like
how
him.
I talk whenever I'm not on a podcast.
Hex,
Fuck you guys.
you know what happens at the end of this life?
Of life, I think we die.
Yeah, you die. Are you still living?
So far.
Oh man, that got
finish Bioshock Infinite.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll finish Bioshock Infinite.
I want you to
just
finish
for
it on
Alex,
stream, and then I want you to apologize for your opinion.
Okay, I'm gonna go re-download Infinite right now, and I'm gonna finish it on stream this week.
Sorry, it's not
Alex
downloaded?
specifically. No, I just don't keep it permanently installed on my hard drive.
Wow.
John's actually got a problem. That's all he does. He'll delete and reinstall a game within about a span of 3 days, roughly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why did I install it? I'm not gonna play that. Oh, I should play that game.
Yeah, we're talking shit about John since him and Ches have just got knocked off the
Well,
network.
no, that was John Hex. That's who.
Okay.
Yeah, John and Chaz currently off the call, but
It's all right. We'll get him back.
R.I.P.
Yeah, no, I mean, I understand. Like, there's differing opinions on the whole Bioshock Infinite thing. Anything that says negative about it is wrong, but it's a free country.
That's the thing. I don't even think that Infinite was a bad game.
It doesn't. I don't think Infinite stands on itself. Like it stands on its own by itself, kind of thing. Because once you understand the parallels that it's trying to make, I think it's covered in Bioshock. The archetypes of certain characters are covered in Bioshock. Thus, they don't need to be beefed up in Infinite because it's not the same. It's expanding on the parallels.
I would
So
agree with that.
You can't just look at it and be like, "Oh, Daisy Fitzroy was shit." Like, but we've already seen Daisy Fitzroy. We know what that archetype is capable of. we don't need to go into a backstory of her that spans the whole game.
Without going into spoiler
Shitty
parts of that game,
Comcast.
it does kind of explain it to an extent.
Yeah, you understand where it all comes from, and it takes it forward a step. And I think the genius of the game, even on a business level too, it takes a forward step so much that you actually want to go back and play an old game again to have new insight into it. And I mean, I'm sure people bought BioShock after that. So
Did you spend time going down the rabbit hole with all like the theories as far as the ending? I went for I was like fucking days.
I spent a pretty good amount of time looking at like the timelines. There's different timelines where it'll explain where this crosses over this and blah blah blah, that kind of stuff. It's pretty.
I definitely looked up the whole like what actually happened.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I knew the gist of it, but I was like, wait a minute.
It hits you with a lot in the last like hour. It's like just slap it in your face.
Yeah.
Over and over. That's the sound of a slap.
Yeah, for sure.
That's actually gunshots.
Hope you guys are enjoying episode 100 of the BioShock Infinite podcast.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah. Hey, this is just a free game. This is free. This is a free round. Anyone can throw in any discussion about a game that they want. No.
Yeah,
we're just chatting.
The final chase in Assassin's Creed 3 was the worst thing I've played
I'm trying to think of what that is.
Easily all year.
What is the chase?
You're chasing Charles Lee, and you're chasing him through the dock, then through a burning ship.
I'm already bored.
And you chase him at some
Assassin's
point.
Creed, I'm already bored.
At any point in Assassin's Creed 3, do you need
This
to connect
game-
to the internet? Like
Assassin's
in the
Creed
game?
3 is almost a year old.
Yeah, if you're worried about spoilers from Assassin's Creed 3, you can just kindly disconnect from the podcast. Thank you.
Don't worry, Orb. We will. We will, Orb.
That was easily an exercise in total frustration. I don't know.
I just feel like the Assassin's Creed game, I'm going to say it, I don't fucking care for them. I don't fucking care for them. You know what? And that may be an unpopular opinion, but guess what, dude?
So
like,
brave.
The gameplay. Thank you, Brandon. I am a martyr, all right?
You know what? I really like the series, but I don't like the Desmond sequences. I don't care for it at all.
I think the Desmond
Gameplay just
sequences,
gets stealthy,
it's specifically in 3, are really weak.
Yeah.
Well, actually, the Desmond sequences in between, like when you're just in 3, when you're just in that cave or whatever, I don't like. But I thought the Desmond sequences where you're out in the real world were really cool.
Sure.
Like you're like
world, Nick. It's
you're
a
like
game.
you're climbing out on like a skyscraper and
Do you
doing
like
that kind of
pirates?
stuff.
But all right, so
Do you
how
like
did you feel about
pirates?
Connor versus Ezio?
I
mean, did you play AC2,
Yeah,
Brotherhood, and Revelations?
I played every single Assassin's Creed.
The guy I really
including
liked-
Brotherhood and Revelations.
I really enjoyed the character of Ezio, but Connor just kind of seemed like a dick.
I don't think. I think people enjoy Ezio a lot more just because he's had 3 games to have his character, fleshed out, sort of. Even though he's not even a completely fleshed out character, he's still kind of the like assassin enigma type person. But like,
Was it
I think
Assassin's
Connor
Creed?
gets he falls into the really stereotypical like revenge guy. It's I don't know.
My revenge.
I wish they would have done more with him, obviously, but
Was Assassin's Creed 2 or 3 the one, Ezio, wait, is Ezio in all of them? I fucking don't even remember. I
No,
played one
Ezio's in 2, Brotherhood, and Revelations.
Oh God!
you
We're
read
getting a
me
lot of
feedback.
transfer in here. We have learned the Germans have bombed North.
Whose mic is that?
That's
I
Bob's.
think that was Bob's.
No, what?
Now it's gone.
It's gone now.
We're having some kind of feedback on
That's
your mic.
weird.
Yeah, it was a little weird, but yeah, Ezio was in 2, Brotherhood and Revelation.
They lost me when it was fucking. Feel like I was watching Mario play Assassin's Creed. Ezio, like the accents were so fucking terrible, like over the top for me.
Do
I was
you
just
like pirates, Scott?
Luigi, we got
That's
to
the real
find the
question.
babies.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yes. You stick the dick.
There's
in the
actually a
kitchen.
moment in Assassin's Creed 2 when you meet your Uncle Mario, and it's like
Yeah.
a
No,
little
I know.
reference, and it goes, "It's a me, a Mario."
Oh,
I remember.
God,
I get it. They're so self-aware. Haha.
It's not.
Hey,
that's like the only
do
part
you know
where
we're
they're
playing a video
self-aware, though. Like they
I know.
kind of just.
I'm just a hater. I'm not a hater. I don't think it's a bad series. I just think it's
think
suffering.
you're-
You know what? It's suffering
I
the
think
same thing as the
It's
Call of Duty.
It's Call of Duty now.
It's
yeah.
fucking like
They're
Yeah,
pumping it out.
Why?
so
Why
exactly.
else
It's
would
like,
you
what, a
put
yearly
pirates?
series now?
Why else would you put pirates in a game?
Yeah.
Like at
I
the
can
start?
understand cranking out an unoriginal game like Call of Duty year after year after year, but Assassin's Creed is a very story-driven game, and you're supposed to care about the characters. I don't understand why they have to make it yearly.
Assassin's Creed
fucked
2
up.
is one of my favorite games of all time, but it's like after I think it was after Brotherhood came out, they were like, yeah, we're gonna do these yearly. So they do kind of the same thing that Call of Duty does, and they switch off studios and stuff like that. So I don't know. I was a little angry when I finished Assassin's Creed, and then like a month later, it's like rumors of Assassin's Creed 4. It's like we could, we just finished this trilogy kind of thing, so we could probably, calm down for a second.
Calm down.
Yeah,
Maybe.
but can't stop, won't stop, dude. Activision.
You can't tell them what to do. No. Do what you want because a pirate is free. You are a pirate.
I am excited for 4 to an extent, but I'm not getting any of my hopes up.
I'm excited for the frame drops on console.
I am also playing Assassin's Creed 3 right now. I restarted it on PC because I got it for like $10 on like GameFly or something. So
yeah.
You know what? Let's have a little bit of a conversation about everyone's favorite thing to hate, okay? Because I feel like we have quite a panel here, and this is stemming from being at E3 and absolutely seeing not only no heat around Call of Duty, but more just absolute abject disdain for the franchise for most people. Where Call of Duty Ghost, where are we at, friends?
Okay.
I mean, I think I know where everyone's at, but I want to hear.
I don't hate it. I don't hate it. I just don't care.
Yeah, that's kind of where I am too.
I just don't
don't give a shit about the franchise
I
anymore.
think their reveal was so embarrassing for them.
Oh god.
Oh god.
I think you mean that was the best reveal ever.
I don't know whose mic that is, but that's really bad.
Bob, try muting your mic.
Someone mute. Tell us if it stops.
New reports are in saying the Americans have developed a bomb.
Codename Manhattan.
I don't
know
know
who's
anything, but I was watching that Alex Collier interview, that 2-hour alien shit. Fuck, dude. I think we're done.
What?
We're done.
We're good.
My thoughts on Call of Duty is I know what I'm expecting, and I'm like at this point I'm like I have really kind of low expectations. Not necessarily low expectations, but I know what I'm going to get out of it. So.
There's
the fish
a dog.
swim out of the way.
There's
the
a dog.
fish swim out of the way.
Yeah.
No, it's
like,
swim out of your way. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I would assume after what is it? We're going on to the 10th Call of Duty. I think you can kind of get a feel for what that gameplay is going to be like in an annual game. It's like, oh man, this new Madden's coming out. I hope it's different. No,
It has become. That's the best analogy I've heard so far. It is Madden. It is totally Madden.
If you go into
Every
Call
year,
of Duty thinking
you're
it's going to be something
God.
crazy, you're just your expectations are unrealistic.
I used
just
to
know
be
what
a
you're getting.
Madden fan, and then every year, I'd pick up the game and it'd be like new tackling animations, and I'd be like, I just paid $60 for the same fucking game and a roster update. Like,
but isn't the reason why we buy it because we have hope that it'll actually be kind of a resurgence of COD on PC? Because
shut your mouth with that hope, Ches.
I have no hope. This will be one of the first CODs that I don't buy at midnight, and I probably won't buy it all unless it has something impressive or actually has PC players playing it more than 2,000.
See, here's the thing. With Activision, I feel like at this point they have me almost trained like Pavlov's dog because like right now it's fucking July and I'm like, I don't want to fucking play a COD game. It sounds terrible. I hate everything about COD. But come fucking October, like you'll see the commercial and be like, yeah, I could go for shooty bits right now. Just a little bit of shooty bits would be great. Just put some shooty bits in it. It'd be awesome.
Like, I do as much as I like the phrase shooty bits. I'm just saying I'm not excited for it at all. But I'll probably end up playing it because it's going to be something else that I'm going to play with my friends because everybody's going to buy it. Everybody here is naysaying it right now. I bet 50% of the people in this call are going to end up buying the game.
I actually I'm getting BF4.
Let's talk about
I
Dan's
choose
history
between
of
the
saying
two.
he's not buying Call of Duty anymore and where that's.
How many hours of PC Modern Warfare 3 do you have, Dan?
A lot, yeah, but I said I was going to buy Modern Warfare 3. I pre-ordered that shit.
Was it Black Ops 2?
Black Ops 2 was the one I said I wasn't going to, and then everyone was having fun at midnight, and I was like,
on launch day.
Fuck
Exactly.
you guys!
That's
Wait,
you
you hold out for 2 minutes?
Yeah, I held out for 2 minutes after launch.
People were having so much fun loading that game onto their
I was
PC.
like,
Dude, I can't believe you
I was like, God damn it.
Installing DirectX.
Every podcast up until that point, I was giving him so much shit. I'd be like, Dan, you're going to buy it. He'd be like, no, I'm not. No, I'm not going to buy it. I log into Steam at 12:02 and Dan's playing Black Ops 2.
The thing
It's a
is,
stock standard vanilla game to play with your bros. That's all it is.
Yeah, that's essentially what happened was, it was like, well, I want to play Call of Duty
Arcadian.
with these guys, and this is really easy and mindless, so I'm going to
it's
buy
like going to see a Michael Bay movie. You go to a Michael Bay movie, and you know there's going to be lots of explosions, and that's about it. You're probably not going to get a lot of depth.
It's going to be entertaining on a very basic, stupid level, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah,
That's it.
But
And If you go into a Michael Bay movie and start whining about character development and plot holes, you're an asshole.
I think
You're
the
an
difference
idiot.
for me this year, though, Scott, is that during Black Ops 2, I actually had opinions the whole way, though. You know, I had like a strong opinion the whole way.
Yeah, you don't
this
care
time,
this year.
I literally just I don't care. I haven't been paying any attention to stuff that I could.
So
well,
4
not that I
minutes
could
after the
avoid,
midnight release.
but yeah, we'll make it 5.
Dan is
We'll
gonna
make
have
it 5
very
this
strong
year.
opinions.
His apathy is going to buy him double time.
But
That's
I know.
true.
Well, the thing is, I know I'm buying BF4, and I usually make the choice between the two because I'm not going to really probably be able to get both at launch, and I'm assuming they're going to launch within a week or whatever. That's what they've been doing. So,
it's just one of those things where it's like if you put out a game every single year, and I mean I don't follow Infinity Ward or the people that are the workhorses behind Activision's we have to make a game every year. They're trying to make the best game they can, but you can. Call of Duty is such a formulaic game.
I know.
Just like it's just the same thing with Madden. You can't switch up the formula. If you switch
know.
up the formula
But
too much, no one will buy it, and they'll get mad.
Here's what I was saying. Go ahead, Blacklight.
I was just gonna say it's such a cash cow, and there's so much money riding on it being successful. They can't afford to take risks, so it's gonna be the same exact game every fucking time you play.
However, they really looked like they wanted to do something with the engine because next gen is here, and they have to do something.
Well, right.
But my whole thing, and I was talking about this on a stream, I forget when, within the last couple of weeks, it was like my concern for this game would be as if they mess with the way you move and the gunplay,
right?
Because in literally every Call of Duty, even the ones you don't like for whatever reason or another, the shooting and the moving,
feels
good in all of them. Like, and if they mess with that due to like tweaking the engine or something, then that's like bad. If they take that risk and do that, that's bad.
So here's the thing: after
really
E3, when they said like new engine
I hope
and
they
all the
don't.
stuff that happened,
I hope they
came
don't.
out and said later, we just really upped the graphics. Like, it's not actually a new engine. We just really modified the one that we have.
They do that for every Call of Duty, though. That's everything.
Yeah,
that's
pretty
what they've
much.
done for every single.
Well, no, they've never pimped it like this though. This was like front and center on the
it's a
reveal,
bigger
like-
overhaul than normal, obviously, because it's next gen. But
So there's a game at PAX East that I'm actually way more interested in and way more impressed by, and it's called Soda Drinker Pro. I don't know if anybody else saw it on the floor.
It's on Greenlight. Go Greenlight it.
What is it? What the fuck?
It's literally drinking soda.
Yeah, just Google it, man.
It's another one of Bob's simulation games. It's just like Train Tycoon or whatever else. Yeah.
Train Tycoon.
Looks like it took more talent to create than Call of Duty.
Well, probably.
Didn't they have a level that was like, this is how you drink soda on the moon?
Yes. This is the thing.
Wow. I will say this though. I do feel like, and I think this is because DICE and Battlefield have a certain level of, I don't know, the fatigue's not there yet, but I saw Battlefield 4 and it looks fucking sick, and they have fucking cool trailers, and they know how to premiere a game, and they know how to do a demo so that people give a fuck about multiplayer. But if you look at Battlefield 4, it's Battlefield 3.5.
It's pretty much Battlefield 3.5.
And we always give Call of Duty shit for that, and I think obviously if it keeps happening with the Battlefield, people will be like, okay.
I'll say this
like,
though: BF4 was a 2-year release cycle.
True.
It's on a beautiful engine, so even if it looks roughly the same, Battlefield 3 looks pretty fucking good.
Oh,
so I'm pretty
great,
okay with that. Also, a skyscraper falls over, and it was really epic, and I'm pretty down with that.
See, but that's what I'm saying
Like-
though. Like that's a ploy. Like okay.
Yeah,
That's
it's a
all
ploy, but I'm pretty down with
But
it.
it's smart.
Like-
It's a good reveal. But I'm just saying that's the kind of stuff. Like they did it better. Sure, they should get the credit. But I don't know how different of a game it's going to be. It doesn't mean.
There's
they
also
shouldn't
only been
change it
one
that
Battlefield 3. There haven't. If they get to Battlefield 6 and it still looks the same, then they'll deserve any criticism they get. But I thought the same thing. I thought BF4 looked fairly similar to BF3, but BF3 also is a beautiful game.
Destruction.
Yeah, I mean, that's a lot of fun.
You know, it'd be an epic business strategy if the skyscraper was DLC. Like
Just
the
that
stock
part
game
of the
came
level.
with indestructible buildings, and you had to pay like $15 so buildings could fall. Everyone would though. That's the thing.
And the single player campaign, when they had moments where buildings were supposed to fall over or helicopters were supposed to explode, they just didn't. It was just a static model.
No, it just
You're just like,
Podbean
oh,
comes
fuck
up and goes, "Whore."
Oh yeah. Just like goes from
get, like, a
standing to
paywall.
just over like this, like in one frame. There's no animation. It's just.
It could be like choose your own adventure. It pops up. Would you like to see this building fall? Like yes or no.
That'll be
Please
$99.
enter your
Yes, it's a paywall.
Oh, man. Yeah, feeding DICE
I'd play
ideas.
I'd play it just to see how bad that would get.
Yeah. I mean, it's interesting. Like the whole shooting, like the shooters that are out right now. It is an interesting dynamic. I see Call of Duty. I think this will be the first year that Call of Duty does not outsell its previous year.
I think it will too. I think we've said this before.
Yeah, this is the first year it'll be.
You've got a launch of a new console, so consoles. So I mean, not as many people are going to have those, but I believe they're putting it on the older consoles.
Yeah, they are. They are. It'll be on 360 and PS3.
Yeah. I'd have to look at it. Was Call of Duty 3 or was it 2? 2 was on both of them when the 360 came out. So I should probably look at the sales for those. I wonder, but
hey, go look at them, nerd.
I'll look at some. I'll pull up the statistics.
Okay. Oh, I do have something to bring up. Okay, but how could I forget about Titanfall? Obviously, Respawn Entertainment. They had a really good showing at E3, and the game looks fucking cool. It borrows ideas from a lot of different shooters. We don't have to say which, but it looks good. In the live demo that I saw was really impressive. However, we were talking about this in the offices the other day, and one of our managers came over and he was just talking with us about it. And he was like, you know what's interesting? He's like, no game that has, or at least recently, no game that has had mechs in it though has really been successful. And if you look at it, and that was the thing on everyone's mind, even all the press when we were there and watching the game, all of us were like, oh, it just looks like. I hope they balance the mech combat, because even in the demo, the guy controlling the demo got like 6 mechs within, in about 15-minute gameplay. And I don't understand the fascination with them trying to shove like mech shit down our throats. Like Blacklight's a successful free-to-play game, but not on there has not been a AAA quote unquote whatever.
I wouldn't say Blacklight is focused around mech gameplay.
But it's not focused around mechs either.
Just the hard suit. You're thinking Hawken.
Yeah.
Hawken,
which, by the way, we didn't actually say this on the podcast, Meteor laid off a ton of people.
Totally.
Last
week.
Hawken
is a good example of a game that looked really pretty, but just wasn't really fun to play after a certain level.
Yeah, I think
just got bored.
I think everybody is waiting for that IP that actually carries the Mech Warrior title. If you have
Mech
your
Warrior
hardcore,
Mech Warrior is very niche.
That's very niche.
It's very niche, and the people that play it really enjoy it, but.
I'm just saying
it's not for people like us. So
I think it'll be interesting. I don't think it's necessarily going to hurt Titanfall sales, but there is something to be said for it just doesn't. The mech stuff doesn't seem to play well. Like people don't like.
Here's the thing with their mechs, though. Like the thing that I had with Hawken, they were kind of slow and clunky, but the Titanfall mechs seemed like very agile. Like they can scoop your player up and like pop them in their chest and keep running. So they have like that COD-esque fast-paced thing that a lot of mech games don't have.
Which is kind of crazy.
A very heavily modified source.
Still, that's kind of crazy that they.
I gotta say, there hasn't really been a mech game that's been able to grab me since. Does anybody remember that arcade game, Virtual On? They released.
Oh, Virtual On was great
on Xbox Live Arcade. It just sucked with a controller. But
this is the thing about Titanfall, though. But
that was all about very agile robots.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Titanfall has really when you get in Titanfall, it does look. I didn't get a hands on with it, but it looks like an extension. Like it's way, way faster than Hawken, very clearly. Like you're jetting around corners, and the actual obviously it's a little more damage to take down a mech than obviously a human at that ratio, but it does look like they're trying to make it pretty quick. So I don't know if
that's the thing though, is if they balance it out so that people can take down mechs, fairly easily. It's going to take like probably a decent amount of effort, but if it's like shooting down a kill streak in Call of Duty, that type of effort, that's going to change gameplay. It's going to be difficult to balance that.
It's difficult. It is very difficult to balance. You have to make it all about, if you're very skilled with it and your opponents aren't very skilled at taking it out, you can go on a tear. But if you're getting shut down by skilled opponents, even if you're good with it, but people are good at taking it out, and you're going to get shut down right away, it has to be accessible enough that losing your mech isn't a huge downside. That's something that I think Blacklight Retribution did very well with the hard suits, was that they could be very rewarding if your teammates or if your opponents were bad and your teammates were good at supporting you and you were skilled with it. But it could also be very a decent waste, but it also wouldn't lose the game for you if somebody shut down your mech right away.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Which, as the game went on, happened more often. So, it became more balanced, once teams learned to repair them, and then also once teams learned to just get a flamethrower or a rocket launcher, the hard suit became a thing that could win you a game, but only if you were playing with people you knew, kind of. Because otherwise you were kind of alone. So,
yeah.
I think it was deadly with team support.
I see you guys just brought up Mirror's Edge 2 in the chat, so go ahead. Freak out.
No, it was sarcastic.
It's not Mirror's Edge 2.
It's a prequel.
It's currently just being called Mirror's Edge. So if
Okay.
you get that right,
All right,
thanks.
go ahead, talk about it. Have a nerdgasm. Go ahead.
I like rebooting a franchise that has one entry in it previously. Good job.
Well played.
I'm actually very worried about that game for a lot of reasons.
Really?
One,
Understandable.
it's not on Unreal anymore. The first game was on Unreal Engine, and this is being moved onto Frostbite. So
It's gonna look really good.
Translating the movement over, it's not going to be the same. I can already tell you that.
Yeah,
you're not going to have the similar kind of exploitation kind of things that you can do in the first game, which is probably going to make some of the what.
You won't be able to exploit as much. I'm doing the Cole's Notes version of your very nerdy talk.
Okay.
Because you're a nerd.
There was also a talk with DICE developers with Anita Sarkeesian, I think is how you say her name. She's the feminist.
Sarkeesian.
Oh, that feminist chick? Oh,
yeah, she does the feminist stuff, and she was saying something. She was making some point about how female gamers it's hard for them to use the controls.
God,
and her example made the controls even more difficult to use. She's like, hit this button to jump and this button to climb, and I'm like, Mirror's Edge was totally contextual. Like when you ran up to a wall and jumped, you would run up the wall and then grab the ledge. It's not difficult. It's literally a jump button, a crouch button, a punch button.
that's just because
that
you
is your
penis,
game.
Nick. Come on.
That is the
Hey,
game.
don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I'm all about the whole women empowerment thing that seems to be happening in video games right now. But what the actual fuck does that have to do with control schemes?
Yeah, I'm not saying anything about feminism, but fuck Anita. She's a dumb bitch. I'm sorry.
Oh my god!
Wow.
Shots
been fired.
Shots fired.
Shots fired.
That's what happens when you mess.
All the rational feminists, you're cool with me. If you can make an argument that makes sense,
guys,
unlike Anita.
Nick's cool with you, so it's okay.
Hey,
Guys,
Listen,
hey,
here's
rational
the deal.
feminists, Nick's available.
Listen,
Rational feminists.
Nick has tiny women hands, and he can play that game. So
I don't think he'd be
you
saying
got
this
no
if she
excuse.
hadn't messed with the Mirror's Edge controls. I think
Well,
that's where it's all coming from.
I also have a lot of issues with her tropes in video game series, also. But
Tropes on tropes on tropes on tropes.
that's she's not capable of making a decent argument about anything.
Solid.
So
Okay.
All right.
What other games are we excited for?
She should just start another
Are we
Kickstarter.
taking a break, Dan? Sorry.
We can't. This would be a good point to take a break
All right,
after that.
let's
After
do
that
that.
bombshell of just shitting on an Sarkeesian. All right, guys, we're gonna take a
I don't like
quick.
It's not as
2-minute
bad as Ben
couldn't tell.
Kuchera shitting on that you used to do. So
Yes, that's true.
now you love Ben Kuchera. Or
I
don't
do
know
love
if
him now. Now that he's free in Penny Arcade, and Ars Technica's going down in fucking flames with Kyle Orland, that piece of garbage. God, what a piece of shit.
In 6 months, Kyle Orland will work for Penny Arcade, and he will be like, "I fucking love."
I don't know.
Kyle Orland,
That
dude."
guy's dumb as a brick. Ben Kuchera at least was like could write a good argument, even if I disagreed with it. But anyway, 2 minutes. We'll be right back, bros.
I just asked Scott what kind of guitar that is behind
I had
him.
to look.
He had to look.
I don't know. It's how much I've neglected it. It's a Laguna,
black
though.
and it has-
It came highly recommended. I got it for $500.
6-string.
Bob, don't fuck up
Bob
your
is mad.
headphones.
Where is Bob is mad when I need him?
Yeah, Bob's upset right now.
I bet that headphone dropping was great for a listening experience.
Yeah, our 6 subscribers. Sorry, guys.
All 6 of them.
You have
Man.
more than 6. Or is that who's in here right now?
Kidding. Kidding.
So you really hate that chick that much, huh?
No.
I don't like her. I don't like her.
Well, I gathered as much. I don't know. I didn't think the tropes thing was too bad. I'm not saying it was the greatest thing I've ever seen, but I didn't think it was that bad.
For the amount of time that it apparently took her to put out 2 videos,
That's incredible.
Yeah, that's,
She needs to learn how to actually, be efficient.
and with her budget,
Nick,
she had enough money to get staff, and it took her that long to put out 2 videos.
That was pretty absurd. When it finally got started, I was like, all right, I'd like to see how this goes. What is this going to be, like weekly, like bi-weekly? Okay, 3 months in between. Okay. That was fucking ridiculous. That was...
Nick, do you play Mirror's Edge and then go into like those skidding along the floor and then freeze frame so you can see your boobs?
What?
Can you see your boobs? I don't even know.
Be
I don't think so. I don't think
That's
so.
very against women in video games, I have
You
to
can
say.
see your legs and you can see your hands, but I don't think you can see your boobs.
This is where she's talking about with all these videos.
Wait till they have Oculus Rift support, then you can see her boobs.
I would probably throw up if I had to play Mirror's Edge with Oculus Rift.
I think anyone would, to be honest with you, except for actual parkourists. Is that a word?
It is now.
Parkourists? That sounds right.
I may or may not have one time installed the nude Alex skin on Half-Life 2 and played through the entire game. I don't know.
That's
nothing wrong with it.
Tegan is a feminist and she's offended right now.
Alex was cool with it.
I saved the world naked.
Yeah, it's fucking badass.
Well,
I'll tell you though, installing her father's mod was a little out of control. I really need to see that. All his scenes. Naked.
Is there? Wait, are you saying there's a naked for Eli Vance?
Yeah, Eli Vance, the naked skin.
Oh, nice. I'm gonna have to get that.
Top.
Why are you?
God,
doing
though,
that?
are you gonna do another 60-second Let's Play?
Oh yeah.
All naked all the time.
I don't know if I could last for 60 seconds with that. You know what I'm saying? But Vance, the hottie.
Eli Vance couldn't last 60 seconds. Let me tell you. Not when I got near.
Now, let me tell you, that old man. Me too.
All right, are we back? Are we back or no? Oh, I don't know. Dan's making faces. Okay. We are back.
So, Mirror's Edge.
Mirror's Edge. Oh, wait. Sorry.
Can I reflect on the fact that in order to prove my point that I don't hate feminists, I used a really misogynistic term against her?
Yes.
You did.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That was
good.
probably not the best reaction, but it is very guttural. So
proved her point. So
Yeah,
she doesn't have any points. That's the issue.
Good job, you disgusting fucking man.
You fucking
Get out of here.
So, how about all the MMOs coming out this year?
Oh
There
man,
are a million of them.
Lots of good looking ones.
that
Elder
is
Scrolls
surprising.
Online, WildStar.
WildStar.
Final Fantasy 14. I'm actually kind of excited about. I'm not gonna lie.
It
Realm Reborn?
looks beautiful. I hope they don't fuck it up. But-
Yeah, I'm hoping.
Oh
Because
wait.
we all,
I hope they don't fuck it up again.
if you follow me on Twitter, you know my opinions regarding Square Enix, but oh man, it looks good. It's got limit breaks. I was actually really excited about that limit breaks
So
trailer.
isn't Final Fantasy 14 though $60 and then you got to pay a subscription as well? So it's WoW.
Yeah.
WoW
Really?
I think
Yeah.
so.
Oh, that's
Correct
a
me-
bad fucking move.
Correct me if I'm wrong on that.
That's a-
Let me-
I bet if
Bad
they do that, they'll be really successful.
No, it will be successful. Although Final Fantasy 11 was the first MMO I ever played, and it was shit. It was a shit game for shit guys.
I was joking. I
And then
don't
I
think
went
they'll
to
be
WoW.
very successful
But
in
anyway.
2013 with that model.
Wow.
It I don't know, 13 or I'm sorry.
Oh no,
11.
it's $40 and then monthly fee. So there you
Still, monthly fee. No.
In this day and age, no. Especially because right now it's
I'd
a
say-
free-to-play game, and there are probably a few, but still some people playing it who you're basically going to force to quit because, I mean, a lot of them at least. Because
go. Well, if
nobody's
you
gonna
played
play.
before, you get the game again. Like you get it free. So,
Well, yeah, but is it a free? Is there no longer a subscription or?
I think there is a subscription. Yes.
Exactly.
There was always a subscription though.
No, 14 went free to play very quickly, I believe.
Well, I think that's because it was so shitty.
Exactly,
You said
exactly.
that
But
it-
what I'm saying is, as shitty as it is right now, without it being relaunched yet, there are probably still people playing it. Anybody who is playing it free to play, and those people are not going to stick around once you start making them pay to play it. All of a sudden,
It's just
Taking
beta.
a free game.
The
and
beta's
making people-
free. Nothing.
Wait
Mark-
6 months.
The
It'll be
beta's
free to
free,
play
though.
again.
Shit.
Mark pointed out in chat that he wants a monthly fee. I would love him to expand on that thought.
I
don't know
I
why.
actually am not, as somebody who's like in a position where a monthly fee doesn't kill me. Like I can understand a lot of people, like younger folk, it kills them to spend that $15 a month.
Yeah.
But it keeps the community a little bit more mature, I think.
That's true.
That's fair.
That's
fair.
True.
point.
That's
And
why
Well,
WoW is still a little
get-
bit better than something like
Yeah,
a
but
Guild
then you
Wars
get,
or
you get
even
little,
like
little shits like Brandon who live at home, and they're fucking. We gotta pay their sub fee.
Are you talking
talking about-
Are you disparaging the guy that showed up to raid every single night?
Oh,
true.
jeez.
That's
It's about to
true.
get real. Air out this
showing up to
laundry on
raid,
episode
showing up to
100.
raid on my dime.
Yeah.
Oh,
man.
Oh, this
Oh,
is dirty.
man.
Those were
Guys,
the
work
best
it out.
times.
But
And then what did he say?
fees
Then
don't
what did she
bother
say? Who said? Who gave the money to who?
Yo, mama!
The best thing was
Oh,
Brandon.
who top TPS?
When Brandon was doing that in high school and he was hiding it, he was hiding the WoW
From his parents?
Yeah.
Oh,
and,
that's so epic.
He'd be
Oh,
on
wow.
he'd be on vent, and he'd have like something really important to say and get super angry. He couldn't say it. Like he would just be spamming in chat or in like a private channel. What the fuck are you doing? You gotta do that. Like just because he couldn't say it, or you'd hear on the mic all of a sudden, guys, fucking like this barely restrained. Like, usually trying to yell over me because
That's why I
I would
type
just
so
be,
fast now.
I would be flying off the handle for real in most
Brandon,
of those.
saying
That's
is
where Brandon learned to type.
Did you ever tell your parents about your secret life when you were in high school? Or did they?
What?
Did you ever let your parents know that you snuck WoW?
Sneaking WoW the whole time?
I don't know what you're talking about.
No, they don't know that he plays video games to this day.
Yeah,
that's true.
I like in the situation.
I think he works for NBC right now.
My parents
thinks he
think
works
Twitch
for
is a
a-
financial company.
He thinks Twitch. They think Twitch is a Tourette syndrome support group.
Oh shit.
How's your Cats League job will be?
To answer your question though, John, I do think it raises the maturity level at least a little bit. But I mean,
it's a good. Yeah.
It's
WoW-
also more prohibitive. It makes it harder to make the game successful.
But those games don't. Yeah, but those games don't have subcards. Like WoW, it didn't really do that because kids could just go to Best Buy and get like a time card to put in. So they
And even still, WoW's community,
It's not really my
when
point.
compared to others, was
Yeah.
still not terrible.
Yeah, it wasn't terrible.
Other than, like you have a lot of kids who just go buy a $15 card and play for a month, and like that's why Baron's chat was so bad. But once you got out of that and like you got to the end game, like it was pretty decent. It was a good experience. There were very few trolls.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. I think that in this day and age, if you're going to charge a sub fee, and $15 is kind of the typical MMO sub fee, is that you then get compared to WoW. And no game is really going to stand up to WoW in terms of content. It's just not possible. It's not possible to have that amount of content. So I think that like you're setting yourself up for failure in terms of expectations if you're going to have a sub fee like that. I could see having a sub fee, but it would have to be like $5 or $10.
Do like $7.99 or something.
There you
Cut
go.
it in half because you're gonna get a shitload of good faith from people because you're creating a sub game. People don't like that, but you're saying, hey, we will profit less off of this subscription fee, but we need something to keep developing the game.
Right.
And people will praise you for a lower sub fee. Even $12.99 at this point, people would be like, that's awesome.
I think
Thanks
you just
for
have
saving
to,
me
you have to
$2.
position yourself as cheaper than WoW and understand that you're not, like, you have to acknowledge that you're not going to be WoW. No one else is going to be WoW because WoW has a 10-year head start and has more content than you could develop in the next decade. So, but if you put yourself at a price point where people are like, well, it's not like it doesn't have quite as much as WoW does, but I'm not paying as much for it. I still have just as much fun. Then I think then people are going to get on board. And I feel like these the MMOs that are launching with like the traditional model of $40 or $60 plus a sub fee, I feel like the plan for those companies almost has to be, all right, we're going to do this, and then we're just going to try and figure out at what point we go free to play. Because that's just their strategy. It's
That's
like
what they've all
well,
done. So
yeah, like there's not an MMO that has. I can't believe there's a company that thinks they're going to be able to live off that model. I feel like they're just
Rift
trying
lasted
something.
the longest out of anybody.
yeah, they tried for like 2 years or something. It was pretty long.
Yeah,
and
they had a
still
pretty
been able to
decent
sustain.
user base, but nothing like exceptional. They were able to stay afloat for 2 years, so.
I'm just saying there are other
It's a
ways to
great
get
game.
your player base acting more maturely and more friendly than enforcing a subscription fee. I mean, has anybody played League of Legends recently? Everybody there, surprisingly, considering what a fucking cesspool that game was not that long ago, the people there are surprisingly friendly because they did exactly what Reddit did. They give you points for being popular. They give you
Did you
an
just
artificial.
give Reddit credit?
Oh man,
I'm not saying
Get
it's an
out.
inherently good thing, but generally
Is that
speaking, you're
credit
not going to
with two
see
Ds?
you're not going to see a whole lot of trolls on Reddit.
Did you just upvote Reddit?
Can I talk?
You're
I'm down
not
vote-
going to see a lot of trolls on Reddit, he says.
Are you serious? Like seriously, unless you're in like our circle jerk or something, you're not going to see a whole lot of like openly malignant dickbag people. You're going to see a lot of fucking idiots, but you're not going to see a whole lot of people who are just outwardly straight up mean or
Yeah, I mean, I know what you mean. In general, they get downgraded.
I think Nick Jenkins needs to play more League of Legends. That's what I think.
No, I have.
Nick's never been to our atheism.
I'm just saying, I have run into some surprisingly friendly people because they did this whole honor initiative or whatever it's called, where you can vote people up after a game, and all of a sudden everybody wants these like imaginary points, so they start acting nice to each other.
No, I came in like right when they started the honor system, and talking to people that have played League for years, they did say that it. I mean, you'll still get situations where it's bad. Especially, I think if you play vanilla and you don't play ranked, I think it's way better. Like normals, people don't give a shit, but like in ranked, it's still pretty bad. But people have said that like the honor system really did help like way better. It's way less toxic than
That's
it
what I'm
used to be.
saying, and I'm not saying that League is now some sort of some sort of utopia where everybody jerks each other off. You know, it's not that great. But
That's when I'll start playing.
That's
League.
your utopia?
Is it not yours? What the hell's wrong with you? Anyway, I'm just saying it is a massive improvement over one of the most volatile, just disgusting, horrible communities.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can we talk about Heroes of Newer?
Oh God, here we go.
Can we just not do that?
Yeah.
Just one of the most just maliciously not good communities previously in the past is now actually somewhat bearable.
I feel like it's not a podcast unless we shit on the Han community every week. We fucking we don't even play Han.
I
and
think
we
we've
shit
done
on
it since.
I did.
Yeah, I know, but
I played Han with John. Ha, that rhymed. Ha, in beta.
And the game itself, it's a damn shame that the community was so bad because that game was fucking good. Like really good.
I had fun. It was my first MOBA experience, and I had fun until I lost the game, and then some dude berated me.
I've told you this before. The problem with you, Dan, was that you were early on in Han's life cycle, so you were getting all the Warcraft 3 people that were very hardcore.
Yeah.
Yep. He was also probably feeding and deserved
it. It was probably
too.
really bad. Yeah. So I fully admit that. So.
Yeah.
I
mean. It's well, we're talking MMOs. What about Destiny? Are we excited? Who's excited?
I like Borderlands 2 too, dude. It's good.
Destiny is a game that I look at the trailer and I'm like, okay, that looks pretty solid. Then the more I learn about it, I'm like, I don't care anymore.
I have 2 of these. Don't worry.
I'm just WildStar and Elder Scrolls Online. Just those are the 2, man.
Yeah, I agree.
I think WildStar just looks really good, and I think they're going about it the right way with the free-to-play models. So.
Very open development too.
Yeah.
Like dev blogs every week, interviews with devs.
Yeah.
And Elder Scrolls Online is just like, I just like the Elder Scrolls world. Like I don't even care about the lore. I just like to explore it. So. It might be good, and if there's no fee for that one, it's a game that I'll buy and I'll play like I play Guild Wars 2.
Yeah, have
By
they announced,
play, I mean I don't play it,
the pay?
but I don't regret buying it.
No,
they haven't. They haven't announced anything.
I have a feeling that'll be. I have a feeling it'll be Guild Wars 2 style. That's my prediction.
Yeah, I would hope.
$60 or whatever up front, and then that's it. Maybe some microtransactions, but no monthly. So it's about time.
Yes.
To transition over to some community submitted questions here, some Twitter questions. One of the most popular segments, of course, of the 100 episodes of this podcast, because we wouldn't do this every week if nobody showed up. So
I might.
Oh, we would. It would just be real sad.
Nick would.
Yeah.
I'd sit here and talk to myself. I'd open a Skype call with no one in it.
I put up a podcast background. I might be doing that someday. I'll just be like shell shocked, like PTSD.
Dan's in a retirement home in about like 5 years or so.
Yeah.
A screenshot of all the people that used to be on the podcast opening the stream.
It'll be like Dan's Shutter Island, where we just set up an elaborate podcast for him to try and escape his.
He talks to himself for 2 hours. He talks to himself for 2 hours into a 35mm reel, and then hands the reel over to the nurse. He's like, "Could you give this to the internet?"
He's just waiting for the next breakthrough in text-to-speech technology to complete the ruse.
I'll be like one of those dudes that has the loop machines when they play live, and I'll just like have voices recorded for the whole thing. That'd be wonderful.
Yeah.
These 100 podcasts have actually just been sampling our voices.
Yeah.
Just have Gassy voice act every single person.
Every single one. Yeah.
Morgan Freeman.
All right.
Do
Well,
the Morgan voice.
Twitter questions.
all right, let me tell you something before we get into this stream. The whole fucking thing is in Comic Sans now, and I'm just
It's
really...
all underlined.
And italicized and bold.
It is
It's
awful.
bold, italics, underlined,
I
Comic
just-
Sans.
I
So let's
don't
all get it
even
right.
right now.
This is like 100 podcasts worth of terrible combined.
It's also titled under Lay Twitter Questions and Reddit Questions XD.
I'm copying
We
and
didn't even
pasting.
get any questions from
No,
Reddit. That's just
so
what
I'm-
it's called.
I'm going to take the entirety of this document, just so you guys are aware, and copy and paste it to kbmod.com because there's
It's
some
pretty good.
gold.
It's
It
really
is
good.
pretty
Well, I
good.
don't know. That one picture, maybe not.
Which one? The I Justine one? 'Cause
Yeah,
that one
that
should
one.
really be on there.
I think
If
it's
we're gonna
that
do
should
that.
be
That's some of my
Anyway.
best work, let's be honest.
Nick
The bar
Fenton's
is
triumph.
low.
The bar is low.
His blood, sweat, and tears went into that.
Let's get into these. This is good.
At Monsanto LOL, which I can't. Anyway, at
You fucking bitch.
Oh god! Oh that! But god damn it!
I can't. Anyway, at Monsanto LOL asks, did you ever think that the community could raise so much money for charity since the community is young? Well, it's not that young for an online community anymore. It's a couple years old now. But,
I was going to say, hold on, is he saying since
He
the
might be
community,
referring
like,
back in the day.
is he referring to the age of the people in the community or the age of the community itself?
Ooh, or both.
I don't know.
You know,
But-
honestly,
Well, the
either
age-
way,
either
I think
way.
either way, I think we're all very impressed with the support that we've gotten. I
Yeah, we've
mean,
been blown away.
Yeah,
Totally,
we
definitely.
are over $100,000 raised for charity
Yeah.
as a community.
And
so-
some of the people, just like some of the individuals, are so goddamn generous. It just blows
Yeah.
me away.
By the way, guys, November 2nd, Extra Life.
25
the
hours.
The land returns,
my basement is not ready, but it will be.
and we're gonna be.
It will be.
Things that will be happening there include dive kick tournament. That'll be one thing that'll happen.
Can't wait to be so bad at that.
So
Scott's gonna play Outlast. I'm hoping it's out by then.
Yeah. Fuck.
His
Yeah,
life
I
will
am.
end in a horrible.
Outlast.
We're gonna have to do roll call and figure out who's going to be here.
See what's up. Yep.
It's possible we might have to expand upstairs.
Yep. So, dive kick icon in the chat. I love that thing.
Dive kick.
Yeah, yeah, and I think for me, yeah, I think even when it was year 2 or last year when we raised did we double? Did we end up doubling?
Yeah.
What we did the year before?
We did like
Not quite.
57K or something.
No, it was 30 something the first year. Hold on, I have a Google Doc.
Yeah.
I will read it off.
All right, Penny
Guys,
Pincher. I
everyone
just
wait for
need
Bob.
in
He's got a
general.
Google Doc.
Bob's like, let me get the scent.
No, one day I was
pull up
interested
my Excel
to see
spreadsheets here.
what Essex dicks. No, I was.
Nothing
right, fine.
changed. Nothing has changed.
Fine.
Yeah,
We basically
I had the
Bob's
same
saying is
experience.
We raised
I hate you all.
50 times what we raised the year before.
All right, so Extra Life 2011, we raised $35,225.77.
Yeah.
Child's Play in 2012, which was just a couple months later, was $8,066.18. Extra Life last year was $57,735.43. And Child's Play, the Pittsburgh event in Dan's Puzzle Basement, was $4,394.
Yeah,
So
we
that
had
is a total of $105,421.30.
So there you go.
That's awesome.
You guys are
on
awesome.
Clapboard
Yeah.
for that.
We just
So
play
we
the
can-
games. You guys do all the donating. So,
Yeah, you guys are crazy. You guys are awesome.
but
It's
we
hard
had
to play games.
we had a 1K goal for that Puzzle Basement stream.
Yeah, and it just kept going up.
Yeah. So,
And then Steffers came out of nowhere with 1,000.
yeah, 1,000.
Yeah.
So-
That was goddamn.
But no, we never expected this. I don't think. I think we just wanted to
No.
have some fun playing some games, and as a side effect, some charity. would be
I'm just
helpful.
here for the dudes. That's just the dudes.
Well, you've come to the right place.
I'm gonna come on all the dudes.
There's a lot of dudes in here. We've had one female guest on the podcast ever in 100
And
episodes.
Scott said her fucking name wrong.
And we regret
Mike-
every
Mike
second
Pollack?
of it.
Mike Pollack.
Shots
Brandon's
fucking
firing.
fired.
That's rude.
Wow.
All right.
The anti-Pollack cast.
So, away from that serious question, now to a really serious question. Mark D via email asked, "What animal would?" Okay, wow, I didn't realize the grammar was so bad. I'm totally down with this now. All right, Mark D asks, "What animal would finger to quench your sexual thirst?" I think I've gotten this spam email before. Like,
For $100,000.
what animal would finger to quench? What is he asking? What animal would finger me to quench?
Yeah, it could
my
almost
sexual
be looked
thirst?
at that way.
To quench its sexual thirsts.
Yeah.
Yeah, like is this animal?
I mean, if I had to finger any animal, let's be realistic about this. You don't want to finger anything that's like could kill you.
Well, if the
Right.
animal was fingering
Scott's
you,
gonna
you
go
don't
with
really
a
have a lot
cat.
of
I'm gonna go with a cat because I've
Yeah.
seen it done before successfully.
Oh, God damn.
So I'm gonna go with a cat.
If you're getting fingered by the animal, you don't have a lot of options because not a lot of animals have fingers.
That's a good point.
Monks.
A monkey.
Basically monkeys.
Yeah, you basically got
Claws.
You're getting monkey finger banged.
Unless you
I mean,
wanted a claw.
essentially
I feel like now that is my only option. I'm gonna go with an orangutan.
Yep.
Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna-
think a chimp, as dexterous and long-fingered as they are, I think they're a bit strong. I hear that they have incredible retard strength, and I wouldn't want that in my anus.
That's true.
That's true.
So I might go with something a bit
Brandon
gentler,
just
like a monkey, or I think orangutans are supposed to be a bit more mild. I could be wrong.
I want the orangutan from
What about a
Jungle Book.
sloth?
Sloth.
Sloth? No, they have those like long claw things.
Yeah, that's great.
Well, they don't have.
Terrified by this wording
You
of
could cut
quenching
its
sexual
nails.
thirst.
Yeah, I
All
know.
right.
That's what tripped me up initially.
I'm not letting a sloth do anything to me unless they get a mani-pedi first. Like, Jesus Christ.
Just go all the way. Elephant with the trunk. Just
Boom.
That's not even a finger. That's not even
No,
a bad,
dude,
that
it's
isn't
the
even
best
arguably a finger.
No, because if you're doing, if it's an
the
animal,
best finger.
if it's an animal without fingers, you're fingering it. That's how this is working. These are the rules. to
Oh well. Wait.
Yes,
okay,
I
alright.
adopt.
Can I
don't have
finger an
fingers.
elephant while the elephant uses his trunk on me?
I suppose if that's really what you want.
That's like
Sold.
some weird finger 69.
You
I'm
don't
down
need
with
to
it.
take it twice. This is
I'm
just
going
a
with the
pleasure for you
cat.
at this point.
I'm going with the cat after Scott.
After Scott does it?
Same. Wait,
Same cat?
It has my ass juices on its paws. Oh wait, no.
No.
I'm fingering it. I'm fingering it.
Or
Sorry, I just
its
Great
claws
cat.
have
This is
been-
just the worst
I just went into
conversation.
fantasy. I just went into fantasy mode.
The cat's claws have been dulled on Scott's colon.
Bob wants
Oh,
Scott's sloppy seconds from a cat.
Yeah.
That's where we're at. That's where we're at right
This is
now.
where we progress 100 episodes. This is the
And
apex.
this
back
is
at
the
episode
last
1.
KBMOD
Yeah.
podcast.
Yep. In before shutdown.
Yep.
Wait,
That's it.
wait. Is Bob your friend's older brother that was fingering the cat
No.
from the original story?
I don't. That could be
No.
a twist.
That would
for
be
the
a
ages.
Fight Club twist and a half.
Holy shit.
And then
my
Scott
God.
has to shoot himself in the brain.
And then Bob disappears.
Yeah.
We need Reddit to get on the case. Figure this out.
What's in the safe? Who fingered this cat?
What's in the box?
Then at the end, it's what smells.
Smells like toast.
All right. This next question is specifically for John. Actually, for John's penis. But Jamie M asks via email, if John's cock was injected with anabolics, I don't know if that means steroids or other
Yeah.
things, how much would it be able to cock press?
420.
So how much does it bench is the question.
Well, generally, roids, if used correctly, will at least double your strength if you work out hard with them. And I can do 3 boner push-ups now. I weigh 160 pounds, so probably at least 320, but probably 420.
Wow.
He worked it in well. I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
120
Okay.
pounds is impressive.
Next question is from our friend Anion, Scott's favorite person on Twitch
My
and Twitter.
Favorite person on Twitch.
He's pretty fucking amazing.
If KBMOD was a dinosaur, what dinosaur would you look like?
Based God.
What dinosaur? I mean,
I don't know, but
Nick's-
I'd be a clever girl.
oh god, no. You are, Nick. You're the dinosaur expert. So what kind of
Let's have
characteristics
Nick
of a
pick
dinosaur?
for everybody.
Yeah,
do
go
we-
Nick.
Yeah.
Nick,
let's
Nick
do
picks for everybody.
Putting you on the spot, bro.
Okay, I'm doing it. Okay, I'll do it left to right on the stream. So Dan is a Pachycephalosaurus.
What is?
I gotta look this shit up.
I'm gonna look
What
this
the
shit
fuck
up.
Is that?
Racist?
Hex is a Stegosaurus.
Nice. Okay.
Brandon is I feel like Brandon would be a good Utahraptor,
Wow.
which is basically a larger version of a Velociraptor.
Just
because-
making things up.
No, these are real dinosaurs.
Utahraptor's real. The,
I told
the
you he's an expert.
Velociraptors in Jurassic Park were actually more like Utah Raptors. Velociraptors were about
They-
the size of chicken.
Bob.
Attack out of
Bob would be
nowhere.
Bob is the Triceratops. John is what is the sexiest dinosaur of all? I don't know.
Ankylos.
What's that one that spit acid into Newman's face?
A Dilophosaurus? Sure.
Yeah, that's it.
John can
How
be
do
a
you fucking
Dilophosaurus.
know this? What the
Um,
fuck? I was kidding. How do you?
Shiz is a Parasaurolophus. I think that's what it is. Yes, that's what it is. Scott
How do you know this?
is. I'm trying to think of what Scott would be.
Ankylosaurus.
Yeah, that's a good one. I feel like you're a good Ankylosaurus. Nick would be. I'm trying to think of things that resemble you slightly, but not really, because it's a
I know
dinosaur.
there aren't any Raccoonोsaurus Rex or anything.
We can go with some like
All right, that's
Ice
racist.
Age. We can do some like Ice Age, like primal version of a raccoon, like early stages of raccoon. And Alex would be an iguanodon.
Whoa, that sounds cool.
Right.
And he would be the iguanodon from Dinosaur, and that's where he's going to kick off his acting career. Is the dinosaur from the Disney movie?
Mama.
It has dong in it, so I'm okay with it.
It looks pretty badass.
Yeah, it does look pretty bad. A little chubby, but pretty badass.
Oh, there's thinner ones.
And I would be
There's thinner dinosaurs.
What would you be?
You're the PR for iguanodons?
Triceratops.
No, Bob is Triceratops.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry.
Duh. I'd obviously be the T-Rex because I'm the king.
Tiny hands.
And I'd also be the red.
Tiny little hands.
Didn't they find? Didn't they find a
Super aggressive?
Bob, do you want to know why you're the
older-
Triceratops? I'll tell you why the Triceratops, Bob, because guess who was the Triceratops in Power Rangers? The gay guy.
Oh.
That's why you got Triceratops.
God. All right.
Didn't they find older fossils of something that preyed on T-Rexes?
Yeah, probably. I don't know. I don't keep up on the news. I'm not.
I just want you to know that you're not the king, and something will always bring you down, Nick.
I thought didn't they say that? Didn't they say that it was actually a scavenger rather than a predator?
Yeah, it was a pussy, is what you're saying.
Yeah, like he just ate dead
If
carcasses.
this was Jurassic Park 3, the Spinosaurus would be better, but that's not true at all because Spinosauruses live near the water and their
God,
snouts
I
are made
can't.
to eat fish.
Next question.
All right, next question.
Get out of this realm.
Katie Zen with a couple entries on here. Out of every episode of the podcast, wow, that's a lot of episodes, which one do you think was the most chaotic? This one is right up there.
Might be this one.
Yeah, this is pretty fucking chaotic.
I would say first award show is nuts. First
Well,
award
yeah.
show is completely
Yeah, that's a good
nuts.
point.
Yeah.
That was fucking
With
great.
Dan, with Bob and his Logitech webcam emotes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was killing it. First
Oh,
award
God,
show was
yeah.
pretty crazy. Any of the first 5 to 10 episodes
Yeah,
were
they were
pretty
pretty-
structureless.
What was the most offensive?
Every episode with Jared Garrettson.
The most offensive episode
yeah.
is definitely the one that where we answered Andy Irish's question and it made it into his funtage.
Yeah.
The one about
yes.
the one about getting fisted by Yao Ming. That was the
That's
question.
what it was. That is one of the best fun touches ever. God.
Pretty much any episode going on during the whole Podbean meltdown.
Yeah.
More or less.
Scott's rants were pretty volatile during that. It was
Yeah.
pretty-
We really have kind of. I mean, I like to think that we still keep in touch. We're pretty loose with our stuff, but we have kind of matured in a weird. It's weird to say after talking about dicks and dinosaurs that we've matured.
Everybody's saying episode 21.
Yeah, I feel like that is my answer.
Which is 21.
21
Cat-
is the
cat story.
the cat story.
Ooh,
Oh,
yeah.
sorry. Yeah, that's true.
Well,
That's
That's
a good one.
offensive or just disturbing, but
Well, it goes.
What wasn't it? Wasn't the question
unorganized, offensive, or hilarious?
out of
Yeah,
that's true. You're right.
it was both offensive and hilarious.
Yeah, that's mine. I'd go with that one.
Yeah, I'm going with award
kinda
show.
lost it.
Award show number 1 gets my vote. But next question. At Ren Killen asks, if you could have a drawing of anyone naked, who would it be and why?
Hayden
man.
Panettiere because she's hot.
All right, John just gets
You are
straight
on
to
that
the
train
point.
lately, man.
I would have me as the French girl from Titanic
That's right. You can already have that one.
because that's already done, and I thoroughly enjoy it.
Thanks for
Betty
stealing
White.
my answer.
I'd go with Betty White.
I'm gonna throw this out there, and I'm gonna have to explain myself, but mine's pretty simple.
Okay.
Mary Todd Lincoln, who is Abraham's wife. Now hear me out. Everyone, you put it up above your mantle, and everyone would go, "Why the fuck do you have Abraham Lincoln's wife nude photo above your mantle?" And, because she's fucking hideous. So it'd be a conversation starter. You'd be like, "Is that fucking Mary Todd Lincoln?" And he'd be like, "Yeah, it is."
Well, yeah, I had this genie come up to me. Like, who do you want?
It's just. There's just no reason
As
for
if
it.
the 1 or 2 people that ever enter your room, Scott, will be like, "Is that Mary Todd Lincoln?"
It's not in my room. It's at my mantle at my mansion. Okay.
How many
It'd be even
people will
worse if it
actually
was in his
know who
room.
that picture is?
That's a good
How many
point.
people will know?
Well, that'll be
I
even
didn't-
better.
I didn't-
Why do you have a picture of a hideous nude woman? And
That's
be like,
true.
That
I
is
mean,
not
come on.
just some hideous
Guys,
nude
I have to
woman.
post this
That
in
is
chat.
Mary Todd Lincoln. Back
Some of you
off.
would want her standing up like this, but totally nude. Oh god, thank.
Oh god, what a link!
What a yeah. Thanks for that.
Look at her face.
Look at her.
What the fuck is going on?
She got hit by the board at some point. Jesus.
She got hit by a bus that didn't even exist yet. The uninvented bus.
That was
Fringe bus from the other world.
Listen, dude.
All right, so I would go with Taylor Swift, so I could give it to my brother-in-law Mike.
That's very
I thought you were gonna
generous.
say
of
so you
you.
could keep it away from him. I thought you were
I thought you were
gonna
gonna say so you
rub
could
it in.
jerk off onto it.
No.
And then give
And then
it
give
to
it
him.
No, I can't keep pictures. I can't keep pictures in my house. I have kids and a wife.
Yeah, you'll be like, look at this beautiful nude woman.
Nice.
No, I think
beautiful.
it would mean a whole lot more to Mike.
Okay, if we're talking about conversation pieces, something to put on the mantle, I would want one of Bill Cosby, but I would want it to be one of those pictures that looks different from.
Oh,
from
but his dick
whichever
is a pudding
angle.
pop.
Dan, do the voice.
That's that's good. But here's the kicker. I want it to be one of those like holographic images that looks different. So like in one, he's completely clothed, but then when you walk past it, he's nude. So like when people come in, they'll be like, "Look like a picture of Bill Cosby. What the fuck?" And then they just keep moving. And then they do a double take with the fucking Bill naked Cosby. Like it would just throw people for a loop. Yeah. It starts off with him in a sweater. And he's like laying down on like one of those long like therapy couches.
No. You're just going really far with that.
And he's got
You've
pudding
thought about
pop. He's
this.
like,
Yeah,
kinda-
you really
This might have become the most offensive.
And this is why no one's ever
Podcast.
been in Nick's house because
What if
he
what if
has
the
that
hologram
picture.
is him? He's totally naked, but he has the pudding pop in front of him, and then when you walk past, his pudding pop turns into his penis.
Like a hologram.
It's
So it's like a
like an
hologram
too.
picture. Okay.
I like
As
that
soon,
idea.
as soon as you get to holograms, a lot of opportunities open up.
like I
want
said,
a stereogram, one of those ones you have to stare at long enough that Bill Cosby's wiener is just wham, like jumping out of the frame right at you.
You have to like put your nose
It could be
up
like
to
Yeah.
that thing you
You
look
put your
at.
nose right on it,
Find
just-
Waldo. Find Waldo, and then all of a sudden it just like screams real loud, and Bill Cosby's naked.
Jesus Christ.
I can't.
Nick's broken. Or not Nick, fucking Dan's broken.
Brandon was also quite broken. As soon as that pudding pop came
I would have
Dan, do the
a
voice.
picture, a naked picture of George Washington, because
See,
because
that wooden cock.
because if you look closely, you can see the dicks growing off his feet.
That's true. That's true.
I heard that motherfucker had like 30
all,
guys.
all 30 of them.
I love the drawing in that video of just like
Oh,
dicks
so
just
good.
randomly
Just
hanging
a
off
silhouette of dicks
Yeah.
all over. Yep.
All right. Let me see. We have a lot of questions in here.
Yeah, shit.
Oh God, Katie Zen. God damn it, we're gonna say.
I have an answer for the next one. I even got an example.
All right. At Bob B asks, can Nick afford name brand cereal at this point?
Man brand?
Bam! Straight up. For our audio listeners, Cinnamon Swirls are on the camera right now.
Yeah,
That's not.
There you go. He's
Nope.
done it.
No, that's store
not
brand.
it.
That's not
This
name
is
brand.
that's off-brand cinnamon.
Those are off
No,
brand.
no.
He's done nothing, man.
Yeah,
Why do you have a box of cinnamon toast crunch, an off brand of it? Why do you have that on your desk?
He's in his
I
kitchen.
went
Look
went
behind
back.
him.
And
He prepared for it.
You didn't watch
Oh, you
him,
prepared
man.
for the
You
question.
didn't see him.
See, there he goes. He's
Did you like
still in
take?
his
Did you
chair.
take that out of your bed?
I'm gonna go all the way to the cabinet. Are you ready?
Oh god.
For the record, I went grocery shopping with Nick twice.
That will never get old. I hope he never moves out of this apartment ever.
God.
He just
Oh God, I hope somebody makes that a GIF.
he just goes across it all the time. Whoops. Uh-oh. Everyone's in the dock. Shit is moving
God.
everywhere.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna skip the next question, or should we? We've probably like talked about that a little bit, or should we go over it since it's 100? Scott, what do you think?
It's 100.
What? Which one?
We should
Yeah,
do it.
we've already.
We should
yeah,
do
we've-
it, or no?
We should.
Were you saying we should do it, John?
Yeah, I think so.
We can do it real fast. Let's
All right.
power
At
through.
Stealthy asks, how did everyone here meet and join the cast?
Profile vent.
Well,
Yeah.
it probably started initially, probably the first group to meet was me and Brandon, playing enemy territory forever ago. We were in the same clan, the Major League Killers.
Yes.
It was the best clan.
I'm okay, Bulldog.
And then I met Dan in World of Warcraft. We were both in the same guild on the same server, and we had no idea we lived so close to each other. And the Steelers won the Super Bowl, and I got pumped. And Dan was like, "Let's drink beer."
And
so
we did.
Yeah.
Chugs
And then everybody else was fanboys of me on the internet, so 'cause I'm famous. And that's pretty much. I made Scott famous by inviting him onto our podcast, You Anchors Baby.
Pretty true. That's pretty true.
And that was that.
Yeah, and we all did YouTube at one point or another. Some of us still do. So
I think I met Blacklight through his YouTube. I think I met Ches through Twitter.
I met you through Andrew, who became famous through you. The Andrew.
Yes.
That's how I met Alex, too.
That's how I met Alex as well, I believe.
Me too.
I met everybody in the Bropile event. I had to have Mike Polak convince Scott to let me in.
Scott Fisher's vent. Scott Fisher's old vent.
Long time ago.
I remember that.
The old vent.
Yeah,
probably still
everyone met
getting
me
charged.
through episode 1 of Camp Hutch, so that's where everyone
I
met.
did.
Camp Hutch.
I probably met Nick through Jordan, I think, would be my guess.
Yes.
Most likely.
I met Nick Fenton. Alex, Nick Fenton used to tweet at me every now and then.
I met Alex in a dark room with just swim trunks on.
I love that Brandon's letting his guard down and really revealing dirt this cast.
Man.
Swear.
That was close enough, man.
And then the actual real story is much more horrifying. I met Brandon playing Battlefield Bad Company 2, and I was terrified of him.
Really? Why?
Because I didn't want to make a mistake.
He'll just tell you how shit you are?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, oh, this guy's pretty chill. And then he would tell me what to do, and it would be really hard, and I didn't do it, and then I just felt bad.
Retweet if you remember Brandon yelling at you for llama grabbing and tries.
Oh, man.
This guy.
Everybody's retweeting right now.
When Brandon
we've got more retweets.
Stop fucking feeding.
We have more retweets than the podcast tweet.
Yeah,
now.
the podcast started because basically Scott wanted to do another podcast because you and Chris Baby.
Hey, whoa, no, that is not how the podcast happened.
That's what I remember.
No, we talked about the possibility of maybe having a podcast, and this guy asked Scott Fisher to be the podcast guy.
Yes. Wait, okay, can we just confirm, if you're not watching the video, Bob has indeed pointed at himself.
I did.
Saying this guy.
Oh,
I did.
That's what it was.
I did.
Yeah.
So
that's what I remember. I didn't come to you. You guys came to me. No, I mean, I was down to do one anyway.
I begged you to do it. I did.
I don't know if you had to beg. I think you just.
I think I did.
I was like, yeah, I'm down.
I think I did. I'm pretty sure you were very, self-aggrandizing and.
Oh,
well, I don't.
That's totally a lie.
Like Polak will suck your dick.
After Scott had killed the most popular podcast on the internet.
Yep. The only logical choice was to start at zero. Build back up.
Uh-oh. Who do we lose? Test?
Hold
Everybody
on,
good?
I'm about to ban plasma.
Everybody good?
We're good. We're all good.
Okay.
We're good. Oh, Ches dropped.
Rip.
All right, John seems fine. Okay.
We need to find Ches again.
We lost Ches.
Ches is going to come running into John's room.
Losing Ches.
With blood all over his body.
He's dicking
God! Oh, God!
I didn't mean to do what I done.
Oh, even Tegan wants me to ban plasma.
It didn't even... All right, next question, and it's a doozy, gentlemen. Katie Zen, master of the typo.
God, man.
To create one larg APL fish dick could combine... God, I can't. All right. To create one larg APL fish dick could combine 3 brand and 5th Nipnops dick. Take APL...
Wow.
Take APL fish to Bangs Move and Dinny Hap 100.
Oh my God.
But
I actually need to look at the doc now.
That's actually a work of art.
Thankfully, he put that in chat. It is in the chat.
Oh, nop noobs.
And it's actually true. You could combine 3 brand and 5th nop noops dick to create one larg APL fish dick.
It is.
I believe, if the theory is correct.
think the answer is yes.
Here's the whole thing. Katie Zen has done this like 5 times,
He's
and
a
you'd
fucking
think at
asshole.
this point I'd just be like, well, that's not funny, but it's fucking funny.
No, there's
Again.
It's still funny.
He just still gets
It's a
it.
Half
maestro.
100.
See, he does it right every time. Like, there's a limit to doing that right, and he hits it right
Yeah,
on
he
the
never
spot.
goes over the top, but he always hits all the beats that make it funny.
Here's the
Oh.
thing: is we've gotten questions that poorly spelled for real.
Oh,
Is
So
this
that's-
the how Mike at what is do I need guy?
Yes.
Is it?
No, I don't think that was him.
No, that was a real thing.
No,
that's what
some
Dan's
ran-
talking
That was a
about.
random thing somebody
my
said.
Yeah.
I was the Prezzo Bam one.
So bam.
Oh, bam.
I love
Thanks,
Obam.
TY, oh, bam.
They're all puzzles, really. Katie's Zen weighing in. Shit.
Some beautiful mind shit going on in all of them.
He's revealing the next attack on America through KBMOD podcast questions.
At NSA, please help. Katie Zen has sent us another message. All right.
Next.
Next question. At Mr. Alex O'Neill, what was your favorite moment while in KBMOD?
This one's easy. Extra Life last year.
Yeah,
Yep.
last year's
Oh,
Extra
yeah.
Life. Yep.
When I
Land
get
party.
that paycheck.
Falling asleep face first on my keyboard and waking up with huge marks on my forehead was cool.
Yeah.
Having a headache for 3 days.
I definitely think Extra Life last year. That was truly like people think if you go back and watch that VOD, I fucking lost my mind. I mean, when I was wearing that thing around my head
So
and I was
good.
starting to freak out. For a moment I felt like I was going to die multiple times. And
Hey Scott, confirm or deny you're considering coming here for Extra
Yes,
Life?
I can confirm I am very heavily considering.
Okay, if you manage to come here, I'm going to put a computer in a closet.
No.
Yeah, we're gonna boot you up, man. We're gonna boot you.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh God.
It's like 7 minutes in heaven, except you're gonna lose your shit.
My God.
7 minutes in
Just have
hell.
the camera outside so you can hear my screams.
Yeah, no actual
Oh, no, no.
gameplay,
There's
just
going
you
to be
screaming.
there'll be a night vision camera inside.
That's how the Outlast.
I like how
booth,
we're gonna
that's
turn
exactly
Bob's house into Big Brother for
No, but this is the thing. Bob doesn't have
Pretty
to
much.
buy any of these. He already
much.
has all the night vision cameras.
Now that I think about it, we should
Take
do
him out of his bedroom.
we should definitely do confession cam for Extra Life,
We
like
should.
in Big Brother.
We should have
Oh,
a.
we
Oh
could.
my God.
It's
Actually,
like
definitely
hour
should.
3.
Sean's
I swear
like,
to God, if NFEN comes at me like that again, I'm gonna snatch the wig.
Dude,
Dude,
Wow.
last hour, Chesna took one of
swear
my
to
Red
God.
Bulls, and I am not cool with that. And I don't think this is gonna work anymore. I'm leaving. I'm leaving the KBMOD Gamer Shore house, and it's all Chesna's fault. You can't do this.
It's a
Please,
MacBook,
just no.
Seth. It's a MacBook. He's using a MacBook right now.
That's why this is happening.
Yeah, that's
That's
true.
why this is happening.
Then he deserves what he's getting.
I'm gonna go with Extra Life. That's easily been the best.
Extra Life, and then
Yeah,
close
Extra Life,
second place,
definitely.
PAX East last year.
PAX East is
this
pretty
year.
good.
Yeah, it was this year technically.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I'll say Extra Life too, mainly just because of the just excitement and kind of amazement at all the donations that we got, especially
Oh, yeah.
like Darkwing, Steffers, Nick BA, like all these massive donations.
Dude,
It's
Nick
just
gave
like
a ham.
I mean I couldn't believe that we have such generous people in this community. So I can't wait for this year. Got to go even bigger.
Yep.
absolutely.
So, all right. Is that anyone else? Anyone else want to share some moments? Little moments.
Spending time with you guys.
I miss you, Alex.
Sincerely,
Miss
Alex.
you.
Like if I could pay you $50 a week to be on the podcast, I would do it.
When
I
you're,
think
don't forget us when you're famous.
Yeah. And I still, Alex, do you never forget what I told you when you get famous that I'm in California now, so I've already moved. This was prior to me moving to California, and I said I'm moving in with you, and we will be your entourage in your mansion, and we'll run
Alex
it.
told me last year during LAX 2012 that
What?
if I didn't move to Los Angeles by this summer, 2013, that I could not be in his entourage. So I'm locked into the entourage.
You made it.
That's the quote. That's the quote. It's in chat.
This is
Go,
the thing.
go
I
get
already
them
have
movie
my
jobs.
entourage in place. No jobs though.
Hey,
Listen,
well,
the jobs will come.
The entourage isn't it's not a paying position. It's
a
semi-voluntarily.
It's a privilege.
Question.
They're not going to
My
take
life-
you seriously unless you have an entourage. This
That's
is
right.
just a step towards getting a job.
Alex has already determined that I will be his turtle.
I figured you'd be Turtle.
Listen,
I don't watch the show, so I don't know what that means.
You're
But
Turtle.
That could mean anything.
Yeah, you're the
remember
turtle.
my inspiring words, Alex. Go
Yeah,
get them movie
go
jobs.
get them movie jobs.
I will never forget. Go get the movie
Yeah,
jobs.
you got it, dude. You're gonna
Aquaman.
Aquaman. What? All right, next question.
That was from Entourage.
Oh, okay. I
We'll
don't
skip.
know.
We'll skip that one. Skip that one. We've essentially gone over that.
Yep.
Fuck that one. I don't know what it is.
David the Gamer asks, "How would you describe yourself in 3 words?"
Losing my mind.
Oh,
Native beard.
fine.
Veiny, throbbing.
Is that too
members.
dark?
Veiny, throbbing members. I somehow knew John would.
All right.
I want
Right.
someone to
Alright, that's 3 McConaughey's and 1 baby. All right.
She does love to doodle.
I want someone to do something cheesy like "full of hope" or something like that.
That, my
Mine
brothers.
is Bitch Mob Anthem.
Wow.
Live, laugh, love.
Wow, dude, get out
Sexy
the
girl
call.
gamer.
Scott.
Oh man.
Dem Bronze.
Yeah, there we go.
I'm just gonna go with Asaphalapagus then. That's gotta be 3
That's
words.
one
Be a
word.
few words, yeah.
It's one
That's
word.
one.
It's
There's
just
no
one.
spaces.
Damn it.
How about
You
Dem
can be
Hose?
No, you can be
Yeah, Dem
Asaphalapagus illy though.
Illy though. Alright, I'll go with that.
I'm on 1.
Nice.
Yeah, that's
That's a good
I'm
contraction.
gonna say okay, I guess.
How about raise your
Okay,
dollars?
I'm gonna go with.
Raise your dongers. No, Chad.
I'm going with that one.
I'm gonna go with.
Raise your dongers. You're
I'm gonna
fucking-
go with could be purple. That's what I'm gonna go with.
And then maybe somebody else could be pink.
Yeah, somebody else could do that maybe.
Smoke Dem Kush.
Good Kush and those are the 3 words. I'm gonna
Aubrey
go.
Drake Graham.
I'm
That
changing my
is real.
first name to officially please cuss Brandon.
Please.
It's Brandon. It's episode 100.
Yeah, this is the
Just
Please.
say
I already
fuck.
talked
I want
about
you to
George
wind up
Washington's
and throw.
dicks.
Yeah,
No,
you did.
we require a curse
Give us
word.
a solid fuck.
I want one. No, just one of your. One of your.
Wait,
hard.
everyone,
How hard
moment
you
of
fuck.
silence. Moment of silence. Just quiet. Let Brandon just say the fuck. Just.
We're gonna wait here. We're gonna wait here. No
We're
one
gonna
say
sit
anything.
here in silence until
No
you
one
say
say
fuck.
anything until Brandon curses.
I can be here all night.
Oh my god.
Okay.
I can't. Come on, man. I got shit to do.
He's got Pokemans to play.
Bob's got kids and shit.
I'm going to do. I'm going to go into all the previous podcasts and put together the fucking syllables that you say "fuck."
Guys,
It's gonna be like the
You
most
just had to clip
broken.
from last week.
It's the
right?
picture of Dorian Gray. The Brandon siphons life off of so he can stay here all night.
All right, next question is going to be from SLFan68. It's been 100 episodes now. What podcast guest had the best genitalia?
Jared Garrett.
I would say. Are we talking like genitalia or penises? Like,
It says
like cock and
genitalia.
balls, or just.
Oh.
It says
just the dick,
genitalia.
or do the balls fall in there?
Yeah, the balls
got-
fall in
balls
there.
I was
gotta
gonna say
fall
if we're
in.
talking. Yeah.
That's one assembly for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, if it was just cock, it wouldn't even be.
Orb
fair.
has a pretty
Yeah,
nice
cock.
cock.
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
Everyone in the chat is now saying Renee.
I was going to say Renee.
Immediately.
Solid.
It's Renee. It's Renee.
It's Renee because it's a girl. I'm going to go with Fuzzy Otterballs.
Okay.
Solid choice.
I bet he has a solid dick.
I can confirm that.
I am
Confirmed. Brandon.
Jesus.
I can confirm that.
Fuzzy
Intern
Otterballs.
Brandon.
Intern Brandon. Oh man. Alright.
Good answer.
Good answer. Good answer.
Good answer.
Rigorous
What is
interview
this fucking
process.
question?
That's a good question. It's from
Now
Red
it's
Baron,
about to get
too.
offensive.
Nice.
If Reed
What? What?
I don't know.
Reed W asks via the email, if your penis had a mouth, what would be the first thing it said? And whose mouth would it have? Mine would be Gary Busey.
Oh my
Is this
god.
Red Baron?
Imagine
Red
the
Baron?
teeth. Imagine the teeth. Like
Oh god.
Oh god.
Now hold on. Are we
Gary
saying
Busey's mouth is just massive? It's just fucking massive.
He's
Are we
like-
saying that? Are we saying that it would have Gary Busey's mouth, or that
Yeah.
would be the first thing it says?
No.
No,
No,
it would.
It would be Gary Busey's mouth.
Yeah, it was his choice would be to have Gary Busey's mouth on his penis as a mouth. So
And also, would you have to brush the teeth of your dick? Is that a thing?
That's a solid question.
Like, would you literally be like, and then like bring it down, bring it up?
Well,
Scott, you
don't
You share the same.
I think there's gotta be 2 separate toothbrushes there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I would
If
get
it
it like
doesn't-
a, you know.
If it doesn't have taste buds, you could just soap it. I mean, you don't shampoo your pubes, do you?
I condition my pubes, dude. They're silky smooth.
Yeah, but you don't shampoo.
And then I braid them into different favorite Disney characters.
Mine are in cornrows.
Mine would be the
Today I went with Mulan.
Today I went with Mulan. Tomorrow maybe I don't know.
Mine looks like Lil Bow Wow. Are you for real? Like,
Dan
right
insists
now.
that I
That hair.
condition my pubes. He insists on it.
I
That's
know.
why I'm still here.
I need to have a
I think I
soft
went-
bed to lay upon, as they say.
I did think I went too far when I made the last time I conditioned my pubes. I turned it into Princess Di. People were a little offended by that, but
Yeah.
I don't know if it's too soon or not.
maybe
The detail was
maybe
incredible.
You should go with like Bindi Irwin next, maybe.
You never want to comb them all to the side, even if you're just trying to
No.
reference Nick Fenton. People will take it
Dude,
wrong.
just you're waiting for Kate Middleton to give birth so you can sculpt them into Kate Middleton, right?
Yes, do it.
I don't even remember what
Commemorative.
the question was. Oh, it was the question.
Oh, as for first words, please let go of me. I can't breathe. To which my response would be no.
Or you have a very manly grip.
You're choking me.
All acceptable
I sure
answers.
am.
My
Followed by I feel like I'm gonna throw up.
back to the question. My penis's mouth would be Gilbert Godfrey.
Oh god.
I was actually just
terrible.
thinking that.
Does it use the same voice though? Is the real question.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yours would demand that you put the compressed air can down.
The only thing it would be allowed to use is any lines from Aladdin, and that's it.
Why would you want to subject yourself to that?
I just. Oh no.
I'm gonna
That
go
would just be
Paula
s-
Dean. Paula Dean's mouth.
Paula Dean's solid
That shit
answer.
is filthy.
So it's gonna say racist things all the time.
You're gonna have to censor your own dick during podcasts, dude.
I'd be like, it's my dick. I have no control over. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Butter intake.
Yeah,
is
I've had to
gonna
say that. Dan, I've had to say that in court a few times, and no, it never flies.
It was sorry.
So,
It was
you
my
can't just fall
dick.
back on that. I'm sorry, it wasn't me. It was my. It was my.
It was
penis.
my penis. All right.
It was my penis.
I have several black friends. It was my penis. Just don't. I'm sorry.
My penis has lots of black friends.
You know what I mean? Question mark?
Bill Cosby's the solid choice. I'm sorry to pull that from chat, but Bill Cosby.
Oh, you gotta go on the license. I'm sure the popper. I go inside the vagina. Never gonna throw up inside of the.
You could never shut your penis up either. You'd be like, God, it'd be like muffled.
Would your dick have a sweater too?
Oh God.
Cock sweaters. Now
And a pudding pop? Yeah, but.
See you, Chaz.
Shirt.
Bye, Chaz. It was nice having you.
Here's a question: would it survive a condom?
Ooh.
Oh, that's true.
That'd be a really good
Depending on how
excuse.
quick you
That's
finish
not
on Nick
use that.
Fenton's dick, absolutely, 60 seconds.
I fucking hate this laptop.
Well, I'm just saying. I mean, can you imagine putting a plastic bag
Plastic
over your
bag
head
over
and
your
throwing
head?
up? It wouldn't be fun.
Well,
No.
there you go.
That's terrible.
Every time you use a condom, that's what you do to your penis. It's like putting a latex glove over your head and then vomiting.
Yeah, John is offended. Nick looks upset. Like, I don't know. It's just.
We have just surpassed everything.
Who wears them anyway?
Exactly.
That's why
I'm
John is
I'm
offended.
arguing against them. I fucking hate condoms.
The worst.
That's why I just cut that thing's throat. You know what I'm saying?
That's
So-
why I'm all about it.
You just sewed the mouth shut like fuck you, dude.
Not pro
No
choice.
more throwing up.
I'm not pro-choice. I'm just flat out pro-abortion.
John is sending paperwork to Fuzzy right now that's banning this channel. Just
Yeah,
like no more.
All right, we're done with this question. This went
What a
places
piece of
that
gold, though.
Yeah, that was gold. All right, next question from someone that I don't know. There's no attribution on this question. What do you think of Andy Murray being the first Brit to win the World Cup off of a home run in the third quarter in 69 years?
It was pretty good because I love synchronized swimming. So.
I was gonna say we gotta
Big
let
fan.
John field this because he is the sports.
It was actually okay. That was like I would give it like a 7 out of 10 on sports ball.
It's pretty good.
Yeah,
But
pretty good.
A little bit of
sports ball
work
rating.
still.
That's what good.
Did he take home the chalice? Catman wants to know.
Yes.
Okay, it's
No.
the goblet of fire.
He
By the
almost
way,
won the House Cup.
our-
Almost won the House Cup.
Almost. Maybe next year.
Our resident sports ball player, Eric Brunner, he showed us a clip today during the morning stream of some dude on his team utterly fucking up a beautiful setup by Eric just to prove he played sports ball. But it was awesome. Eric heads it right in the box. Dude fucking flubs this header. We were so mad. We're gonna follow him on Twitter. Troll him out. Troll him. to
Eric
death.
scored a goal in like his first international game or something.
See, he's in chat. He's mad. He's mad right now.
Sucks when your teammate misses free throws.
Yeah. Yeah.
I hate
And
this
one.
sport.
I hate to see that.
You hate to see that in a cricket game, an international cricket game. Just terrible.
You hate to see that.
You hate
was
to
an easy
see
layup.
this kind of thing happen.
None of you guys
Alright.
know anything about sports, eh?
Go back to Canada, Alex.
We know a little bit about hockey.
Not much.
I had
though.
Nick Fenton try to explain the rules of baseball to me last night at his apartment, and it was very.
No, this was
comical.
at dinner when you.
Or at dinner.
because-
Wait. You and Nick were alone. And he
Oh,
was
stop.
attempting to teach you baseball, which uses the base metaphor for hooking up with people.
Oh,
I don't know.
No.
Describe this connecting way
I was-
too many things.
I was
Base.
telling him why baseball is a stupid sport.
Yeah, and I was just saying, can you even explain the rules of baseball to me?
So
And they
wait,
were very shoddy.
which base was he explaining about?
He went all the way around. He hit a grand.
Don't
Wow,
say
dude.
that! You're ruining this. You're making it worse.
Let's just say he completed the
Why
cycle
are you continuing?
on my back.
Let's just say I filled it with cork.
Oh man.
Okay.
Did you explain what fourth base is?
God.
That's the butt, right?
Is that the one where you get herpes?
No, fourth base is opening their anus with a hoop earring and then sticking your balls in it.
Oh my god. What?
This is a thing. This is an established thing.
cannot
I
be
didn't just
unheard.
make this up.
All right, back to the most offensive.
That's
podcast
called a
ever.
moon. That's called a moon ball, and it's really sacred. And I prefer
That's
you
just
to
a
make
way
fun
to
of it.
for
check
face.
testicular cancer.
I'm just saying.
Safest way to check for testicular
This
cancer
is established.
is the moon ball.
God. My mom would be so
We
proud of
determined
me.
at summer camp that is the safest way to check for testicular cancer is to put your balls in another man's anus and hope that they feel an irregularity. That's what we determined.
Oh, dude, you better
Glad I
see a
wasn't
doctor
there for
about
that.
that, bro.
The old moon ball.
Who knows what everyone's balls feel like in his butt? So he would know if they were irregular.
Yeah.
All right,
Good
next
old
question. Next
Doctor
question.
recently.
Brandon is literally dead.
Nick is crying in
He
his
just
cereal
left.
box.
Walked away.
All right, Simon M asks, we are harking back to the olden days of KBMOD in this
Yeah,
podcast.
this is
for
real
sure.
old school.
Simon M asks if you could lick any part of Little B. I don't get this part of it, but we're going to continue. Simon M asks if you could lick any part of Lil B's body to replace it with your own, which body part would it be? So I think.
So whatever you lick gets.
So
yeah,
wait.
you take his and he takes your. I'm gonna say taint. I want. Just gonna lick his taint and then bam.
And then you
I
have it,
Lil
and
B
then if
taint.
you take some yoga instructions, you can lick it whenever you want.
Right.
Sign up for some classes.
Here's the thing. I
That
feel
could
like the
be,
immediate reaction is gonna be Lil B's dick, but how many bitches has he fucked? You don't know what
You
that
don't
thing's
want.
fit.
No. I mean,
If
I
I-
respect Little B's dick. I don't want to put it. I don't want to
If
lick
I
it.
lick
I
his, what if I
respect
lick his
it.
tongue
Like a
tattoo?
weapon of mass destruction. I
Exactly.
respect the
I
capability.
want to lick his teeth because I want that grill.
Oh.
I want to
I
lick
don't
his.
have the money for it.
Can I lick his sunglasses only?
I'm pretty sure he has abs. I'd lick his abs. That's
Yeah,
pretty
he
good
has some
lick.
nice abs.
If I lick his
Nice.
tongue tattoo, do I get his? Like,
Yeah, you get the tongue with the
sternum?
tattoo.
Do I
Yeah,
get
you
the
get it-
sternum or do I get the tongue?
Maybe you get like the entire vocal cords, everything attached to the tongue.
That could be weird. And then
Yeah.
you would talk like Little B. And then you
But
could
do
be
you
Little B.
use the body part like you would use your own, or do you get his
Yeah, no,
general
yeah,
swag?
you swap. So like, if you lick his arm, you have one black arm now. So that's
No,
like,
I know, but like, does it like gif around and stuff, or is it just a normal arm?
It's a normal arm. It's your arm.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have one little B arm and one U arm. That's
boring.
boring. That's irregular. That's highly irregular, is what it is.
Alex is currently writing a script for this.
It's
Alright, so
it could
they
be like
It'll
the
be a
fly.
short.
It could be like the fly, but you try and swap places with Lil B, and then you slowly turn into him.
It's like Face Off.
Yeah.
Face Off.
Base off.
Based off.
Based off.
All right.
All right.
All right. Well.
Thanks for that fucking question.
Brandon has just written in a question. Brandon
yeah,
asks,
here we go.
"I'm a shark, suck my dick." That's what he asked. So
There's no better
that's-
way to end than fucking
that's
Brandon
sad.
typing, "I'm a shark, suck my dick."
So
Holy shit.
that
What a cast.
that brings us to the end of the
A 2-hour
century mark.
cast today. Or actually longer if you count the
One-
pre-cum. I mean the pre-cast. Sorry.
Well,
The little
I wasn't
bubbles.
going to, but
The little bubbles. But anyway,
oh my god.
All right, so quick poll here. If you have been scandalized tonight, press 1 in chat. If you have not been scandalized enough, press 2.
but
Here we go with the numbers.
that is it for the cast this evening for episode 100. We'll be back next week with episode 101.
Looks like the Matrix right now, Bob. What the fuck have you done?
We don't really have another episode to look forward to for a while now.
Episode 200. 200.
104.
Yeah.
That'll mark
Let's just-
104 will mark 2 years.
Let's
of
just start
podcast.
over.
That's true.
Next week can be number 1.
Yeah, it'll
The inaugural.
Yep.
Let's bill next week as
So
the inaugural
it's-
KBMOD podcast.
We're rolling over.
It's been great
Roll
to
over,
see people transition from us actually being like a blog in the beginning, and that was it,
Yeah.
into just live streaming, and that's it.
Yep.
Pretty much. We do
Bizarre entertainment.
those, but thank you so much for hanging out with us for 100 episodes at this
Yep.
point. So,
You guys are the best.
and thanks to all the bros on the
been
call
great.
and all the guests we've had. Oh Jesus, Hex! You just fuck everything. All right.
We were having fun.
Everything.
We're trying to have a moment with the fans, and you just fuck the
just
fans,
fuck
dude.
it
That's
up,
my
dude.
job
The
to fuck
fans.
the
Now,
fans.
what else is new?
Not your
God
job.
damn it. So yeah,
Everyone
thank
in
you for
chat
hanging out.
asking me to swear, get shit on.
Boom! He's out. He left. That was it.
He's left the building.
Holy shit! What a fucking bomb! Done, and he left.
100 podcasts.
Greatest.
And thank you to all of you, and Bob and Brandon and Scott and everyone who does the cast every week and who helped create this. Thank you so much for giving me something to look forward to every week and something to be super passionate about. So thank you so much, guys. And we will see you guys for episode 101 next week, with or without Brandon. If he
No,
ever
that's
returns.
retired.
Just ran
That's
away.
it.
He's
That's
gone.
it.
He's going out on top. He just found
So-
he just left to find a woman to take on that ship to celebrate his
Just
victory
14
over
more. It's time for 14
language.
more.
He swore, got an instant boner. He's got to be satisfied. He has to satisfy the urge. So thank you so much, guys. We may have a post stream. We may not. We will let you know via Twitter.
How do you follow this podcast?
But I'm wiped out. So we'll see. But thank you so much, and once again, thank you to everyone who's on this Skype call with me, and of course, all our guests. And,
Real quick.
we'll see you.
Real quick plug for Extra Life. Please do join our Extra Life team. We are going hard in November.
So.
KBMOD and the internet famous.
So.
Boys.
All right, guys. And, yeah, Podcast 101 next week. Be there. Same time, same place.
Peace.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
See you now.